Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never
think that what she does for the whiskey community, the fact that she makes herself accessible. What?
Marty, if you're screwing with us.
What just happened?
I don't know. I just read that.
Oh, no. If she's willing,
I don't know if we're prepared for this moment.
I'm ready.
Does he have
ready.
the Oh, whoa. There she is. Wow, we've made it. Nancy.
Go ahead. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm such a big fan of everything you do, and I'm not normally like short on words, but I'm short on words because I think what you do for the whiskey community, what you provide us, what the work you put into it, and listening to the journey that you've taken.
I like hot things, but man, it kicked my butt. And
was it a ring of fire the next day?
And it kicked my butt the next day.
You were Johnny Cashing on the toilet,
and it kicked my butt. Yeah,
you never heard that one?
I've not heard that one. I was Johnny. But hey, I love some hot chicken. So, Candace, good luck if that's what you're actually. Yeah, extra hot is no joke.
Candace, we hope you don't Johnny Cash. That's all we're gonna say.
All right.
Is there a clear difference between a hitter and a banger?
Yes.
I need to know.
Yes. A banger means you might want to back it up. A hitter means this is pretty good for what it is.
Oh, that's a great definition.
I love Marty's definition of a banger.
That is great.
Yeah,
that is great.
So,
and when he says back it up, he means an extra.
Oh, yeah. He means another bottle.
Yeah.
Yes,
kind of like you did with the.
I know where you were headed, Mac. It's a little different than what you were thinking there.
Yeah, what you're doing with the Beacon is definitely a banger.
Hey, it's got a nice box, Marty. It's got a nice box.
And smack those hamsters on the ass that run my internet. You know, I don't know if anybody else has like an internet hamster wheel. So sometimes those hamsters, I get a little lazy. I got to slap on the ass and then, start spinning the upload a little bit better. So
you got to.
Hey, chat. Anybody ever smamped? See, this is what happens when you have no sleep.
All thrown off.
Well, I'm all thrown off.
So, Hack, I was rolling. I talked about my I talked about my fresh crack of the night.
You talking about your crack?
And, dude, this thing's incredible. I'm not. Yeah. It's one of my favorite turkey.
The fact that you always say whiskey should be fun, I like that because I don't mind people geeking out on whiskey. I hate it when people get pretentious about anything, whether it's wine, whiskey, or beer. Because it's all subjective. I don't care if that Jack Daniel's liqueur that Todd let me try that. I thought was fun. That was great. Some people are like, you can't drink whatever. It was fun. You know what? That's whiskey should be fun. So nice. I like that you guys do that.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know who needs to hear this, but the weekend is not over. It is still time to get down, get busy, have a good time tonight. I'm glad y'all are here with us. The chat is already popping off. As you notice, you may look around and you don't see the better half of the show. You don't see Mac, but he is on his way back from Japan. And he has been on an epic tour that has been a kind of lifetime journey, something he's always wanted to do. So he's in Japan. He's not going to be here tonight. So but he'll be back next week. I promise that there's not a divorce happening. There's no turmoil, no anything like that. He will be back. He's just been busy. But I do have a special guest that's going to join me tonight. I'm going to bring him up in a minute, but I am going to have somebody join me that I'll introduce in just a few, which I'm super excited to have and super grateful. Huge person to join me tonight in the whiskey community. But anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you have a good turkey day? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? It feels like Thursday was like 2 weeks ago for me. It's been a wild kind of trip for me. I went back to the Panhandle of Texas, as some of you probably saw on my social media, did a little deer hunting, a little turkey shooting. Just got back to my roots in the Panhandle of Texas, and it was awesome. But now I'm back here, glad to be here. Going to round out the weekend with a Sunday night. So tonight's theme, guys, that we're going to do tonight is going to be the best whiskey gifts. And I know that most of you are like, hey, the best whiskey gifts is whiskey, which I don't disagree with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, okay, if you want to talk whiskey gifts, talk about a gift that you were given in terms of whiskey, like someone that gave something to you or picked something up for you. And you talk about that if you'd like tonight, but also going to try to help out, our significant others. Like there are people out there that don't know what to buy. And so if there's any ladies watching tonight of the dudes, or any dudes of the ladies that are watching, or just, someone that you love that you want to get a whiskey gift, we're going to run through some ideas. I got all this junk around me because we're going to talk about some different whiskey gifts tonight and things that you can get people. So that's really exciting. But as you guys always know, I got to do kind of my announcements. And so first thing I'm going to talk about is what's our giveaway tonight, which I'm really excited to do this. So one of the whiskey gifts I know we're going to get into is going to be aged Anor. And Mac and I, at our heart with this channel, we've always said, like we only want to really do this thing in a way that we give everything back. And so we're going to give back tonight a $50 gift card to Aged Anor. And if you're a member of our YouTube channel, which there's a join button on there, and you can do 2 different levels. There's the MGP slut, and then there's a one more pour, hashtag one more pour. So whichever level you are, you'll be automatically entered tonight in our wheel. And I'm going to give you a $50 gift card to Aged Anor, and you can either use it for yourself or give it to someone else. It is the season of giving, so you do what you want to do. But you can make your own choice on that. But so Aged Anor, we'll get into that a little bit tonight. So that's one giveaway. The second giveaway we're going to do tonight is, I thought with the holidays coming up, this is a pretty cool bottle. This is a Lucky 7 Holiday Toast. It's a double oak it's a spec store pick, and it's, a lot of people love this one. It's got a lot of really kind of, I would tell you, it's kind of finished, and it's also toasted. So is it toasted? Is it double oak? So if you know, let me know. But this one, it's a great holiday pour, just like, Christmas in a glass right here with all those kind of cool flavors. So every $5 super chat tonight will go to winning that bottle. And who knows, if I get to drinking, you never know what else we'll throw in there. And then, hey, I've been asked if you could use Venmo, and now I'm happy to say that little QR code up there, and then there will be a link that will drop in through here. There'll be a link to our Venmo. Our Venmo is just Hack and Mac, all words, Hack and Mac, and then the code at the end is 6051 if you want to be sure. So I see some of you guys coming in as new members. I'll make sure to add you guys to the wheel. Thank you for being members. We've decided to kind of take the member route for a little bit longer, guys, on this, because we're not really going to start up a Patreon. We're going to team up and collab with some cool people and do some picks. Probably going to team up with 21090. We're working on teaming up with our guy Marty Whiskey Knows. If you know, got a sticker up there. And so we're going to team up with him and Toby and do some picks. So we're going to just do some teaming up things. So excited to be doing that. So let me just get to the super chats real quick. Dennis, welcome in, buddy. Hey, thanks for being the first super chat, Dennis. We appreciate you, buddy. So the 2 entries tonight for the holiday toast. Robert, hey, new member. Thank you, Robert Paul. Thank you for being a new YouTube member. We appreciate you so much. Going to see Robert at Still Awesome. We're going to talk about that too in just a little bit. Barbecue Ed looks like a new viewer. Thank you, Barbecue Ed, for being in here. Thank you for being a new YouTube member, and welcome in. So you'll be eligible tonight also. Top Jimmy coming in hot with the $20 to smash the like. Thank you, Top Jenny. Tank, you're in for the drawing too. Thank you, sir, for the $5. So I'm going to try to catch up on the super chats a little bit in a minute, but or catch up on the chat in a little bit, but there's a lot going on. So if I don't completely catch up, I apologize, but I'm doing this kind of by myself, and it's way harder to do that by yourself than with a partner. So I'm going to bring him up. But also, guys, just want to talk about something real important real quick. So first of all, as you guys have heard me talk about before, we have a group that we're teamed up with, guys, and this is the Whiskey Kids. And the Whiskey Kids are just really great friends of ours. And I just want to make sure, let me take that down real quick, to let you guys know they're getting close to this 200 members. I think they're at 185 or so. So they're about 15 members away. They're a great new Discord server. You will notice in the chat tonight, there'll be a night bot that'll drop a link. And that link, if you want to join the Whiskey Kids, you can join. It's just a central place where people can come hang out, and just have fun. And that's the whole thing that this channel's about. It's a thing that Whiskey Kids is about. They've got some super cool bottles that they're doing. And I'm really excited to see to see, what all they're going to have. But they've got, I know I've donated a Still Austin pick. They've got, I think, a Four Roses 2024 limited edition that's in there. So you talk about some cool bottles they're donating. So at 200 members, they're going to have a bottle giveaway. They do some monthly tastings. They just get togethers, that kind of thing. So Candace and Jake, good friends of mine, supporters of the channel. So I want to support them back. So if you guys want to join Whiskey Kids, open to everybody, please feel free to do that. And then I've got, like I said, a couple more announcements before I bring up our guest. Also the Chattahoochee Whiskey Club. So this is a good friend of mine, Brad. He's got a great whiskey club. They're kind of originally based out of that Georgia, Atlanta area, but welcome to all that want to join. And they just did their first pick, I believe, of Silver Springs. It's a rye that they did. It's going to be a $45 pick, and they're just starting to do some picks. So if you're interested in getting to a club that's got some cool picks, fun stuff, Chattahoochee is another one to join, and you'll see their link in the chat here tonight too. And very grateful for Brad, and he's welcomed Mac and I into that. So those are my announcements, guys, for this week. And let's see, I think I may have missed a couple of super chats here. Let me make sure I don't miss those. JG, what up, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you, sir. And then Whiskey Knows, my boy Marty, adding I'm going to write that down, sir. $15 gift card. Let's go to Drifting Drams. If you don't know Drifting and Drams, they're a great follow, guys. Like and the churro coffee, the bomb. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate that. Writing that down so I don't forget, because I'm old and that does happen. Tank is a new member as well. Thank you for being a new YouTube member. We'll make sure to get you added. Wes kicking the week off right here at Friday. I know Wes and I, we're rolling together to Still Austin. So Wes is going to be hopefully my driver, my Uber driver, but I'll drive too, Wes. You don't have to drive, but I need to do some office work while we go. So Wes will probably be doing that. Tim says, any word on additional Nashville? So I did reach out, and we are in the process. Thank you for reminding me, Tim. So I did reach out to the COO, who's a friend of Max, and she's working on getting us a link set up to allow you guys to purchase. Now, I'm not sure with Southern Collective where all you can purchase, but I believe there's about 25 bottles of that pick left. So we're trying to get you guys a link to that. And if you don't know what he's talking about, check out our video. We've got a video called Nashville in November. You can see all about it, where we did a pick, and we didn't really do a barrel pick. We just picked bottles for those that were there and just had a good time. And you can see that on our video. But yes, Tim, so I'm waiting to hear back on that link. I'll follow up. Thanksgiving, short week. So I know it was a short week for them too, but I did reach out before I went off on my little holiday jaunt, and we'll find out for you. Let's see. Robert Paul, can't wait to hang out. Yeah, I can't either, brother. Hang out in HBD. So HBD stands for Houston-based Dwellers. Shout out to my homeboys from Houston. That's my little local whiskey group. And we're all headed up to Still Austin, and we're going to be there for the big Tanager drop. So it's going to be awesome to hang out with you, Robert, and your dad, Steve. That's going to be cool. Whiskey Kids is a great, agreed, Patrick, agreed. Awesome Discord. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Gerald, new member. Hey, Gerald, thank you for being. Gerald was at Southern Collective. Thank you, sir, for becoming a YouTube member tonight. Bama's in for the lucky 7. Good luck to you, sir, tonight. Good luck to you. All right, I think I'm all caught up with our super chats, guys. That means I'm gonna get my good friend in here, and I'm gonna bring him up right now. This is our special guest tonight, who is the gift that keeps on giving, and that is none other than our man Top Jimmy, but we know him as Toby. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here. Thanks for letting me join you tonight.
Man, letting you, brother, you are helping a brother out, because doing this on your own, it's a little bit tougher. And have you with me tonight, man? It's awesome. And it was also fitting, Toby, because in the entire whiskey community, I think you might be the most generous human being I've ever seen. I've been around this YouTube stuff for a while, and man, you were so generous. And so when we talk about gifts, brother, you had to be here. So appreciate you.
Well, I'm gonna, and a lot of people give me credit for that, and that's very nice that they do that. But I can tell you that there's somebody in your chat right now that is more generous than myself, and that's Barbecue Ed.
Oh wow! Okay.
Barbecue Ed is out in California, and he's he's a viewer and a member of a lot of the channels we all watch, and he's a fantastic contributor to this community.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for. I'm guessing he's here because of you, not because of the
I
content.
I would never take that, but I do want to. I want to sweeten the pot tonight. I'm gonna add to your giveaway. This is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye.
Ooh, the new one.
A925.
Well, right there, guys. There's another giveaway. So now we've got another giveaway. Thank you, Toby. Man, that's awesome. So Elijah Barrel Proof Rye, we're going to give that away tonight too. Man, that is so cool. Thank you, sir. That is very kind of you to do.
Welcome.
So I want to kick off a little bit before we get into the whiskey gift thing, Toby. Let's get into something real quick because I'm fairly new to the YouTube whiskey community. Like I've watched from afar, and as I've gotten more into it and gotten to know more people, it's just been awesome. Tell us a little bit about your background. Like, what's the origin story of Top Jimmy? Like, how'd you get into the whole YouTube whiskey community thing, and just introduce yourself to people that don't know you, although probably most people do. So just kind of tell us about you.
Well, I got into bourbon back in college because, a number of my favorite rock stars were all photographed, slugging down, old number 7. And so to be rock and roll in the late 80s and early 90s, you had to, drink some Jack. And that's what got me into it. But it was probably about 2019. I'd lived in Kentucky, since January 2016. But about 2019, I just started really kind of trying some different stuff, and it just kind of grew from there. So it was, it was a year or two, before the pandemic. I know when a lot of people, got into it, but, and I had my ideas for what my collection would be. And then all those rules kept getting rewritten and rewritten again and rewritten again. And finally, I just kind of got rid of the rule.
Yeah, right. Well, so, and I guess, I've seen you in a lot of the different whiskey tube chats and that, and I know you're a moderator, and a bunch of your moderator and Jason with Mash and Drum. You've been a part of the kind of his journey. Kind of talk a little bit about that, Toby.
I don't know that I've really been part of Jason's journey, but I can tell you that part of the reason that Marty and I are so close is because he was probably the first creator that just kind of reached out to me and said,
awesome.
It struck up a conversation and that type of thing. And that kind of built on that. And really through him, very quickly, I got to know Jason from Mash and Drum, who's, obviously at the apex of the whiskey tube, community. And I don't know, he's one of the few channels that's over 100,000 subscribers.
Crazy. His
knowledge is amazing, but he's also one of the very, very few that now has his own whiskey brand. And that's a really small number of creators that have taken it that far.
Yeah, Drum Key
doing
just
his first release. There you
go.
go. Big Ed just came in with the $50 super chat. There you go.
Oh my God. Well, Candace did too. Candace with the 20.
Yeah.
Thank you, Candace. Candace is running the Whiskey Kids community and also does a ton of picks and an amazing palette. A lady that can write notes like none other too. If you want some good whiskey notes, hit that lady up because she kills it. And was a friend of ours that hung out with us at Southern Collective also in Nashville. And so great lady and love her and her husband Warren, both good friends of mine. And then Ed, man, thank you so much. Just following your lead. Oh man. Thank you, Barbecue Ed, man. It's so kind of you. Like, dude, like appreciate it so much. Good luck to you in the giveaway tonight. Yeah. So I think so even this week, right? Like you invited me to another, just kind of hanging out, and you said, hey, if you're not busy, check this out. And you invited me to Dirty Dan, his channel. And Dusty Dan, sorry, Dirty Dan. different channel.
The only people who call him Dirty Dan are his family, I think.
Oh, okay, so, yeah. Totally different. As you can tell, I'm brand new to this, but like totally different channel. Dirty Dan. I shouldn't talk about that on stream, but Dusty Dan, who I think he's probably called Dusty Dan because this man has some Dusties.
That's kind of his specialization. I mean, he does a lot of current, whiskey reviews, but he also seeks out from a lot of different sources and has his own collection. And he was just recently invited to be part of a, you know, I don't know the name of the organization, but it's you know, one of those dusty bottle folks that's what they do, and it's kind of rarefied air for him to be invited to be in that club or whatever you
Yeah,
want
it's
to call
awesome.
it.
Well, I
Yeah.
was checking out some of the picks he's doing, and so jumped in his Patreon, and so thank you. I'm getting up there. I'm almost to Mac level in the number of Patreons I joined, but I'm trying to be choosy. But man, there's so many great groups out there. And speaking of great groups, like we mentioned them earlier, and this is our dude Marty, right? Whiskey Nose. Like he is probably one of the kindest, most generous guys too in the whole whiskey world, and he has been a big part of helping us out. And like early on, met him in the 21090 group, and then we hung out one night, late night, having some pours, and just gave me great advice. And then also, as you saw in the clip leading into this, the whole reason that I had an opportunity to meet his cousin Nancy, and so got to always be eternally grateful for that to Marty. And then we're working, right? We're working on maybe doing a little collaboration in the future. Toby,
Yeah,
you want to,
exactly.
anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, so without going into it too much, I mean, we kind of wanted to, build a little, I don't know, coalition or, group of groups. And whether it's, Whiskey Nose, that's Marty. I'm just, here to back him up. And, but maybe a couple other channels. The Bourbon Jerk, up in Michigan is a fantastic channel. Tom from the Bourbon Church, just really good people, and you too, you Hack and Mac. And so Marty's, he's started a club, and it's called Legends of the Oak. And so any picks that are done will, rather than doing it under some, amalgamation of your club, our club, and Tom or whoever it is, it'll always be under Legends of the Oak. And I know Marty's been working on artwork. He's got a YouTube channel, and right now we're only a couple weeks away from doing actually 3 barrels picks with McBrayer, and then a Magnus pick with Nancy Fraley.
Yeah, super exciting.
So, and then there's a couple others, right behind that. So anyway, it's exciting.
Speaking of the Bourbon Jerk, they showed up just to say that channel sucks. It's not any worse than this one, Bourbon Jerks. Not even. Hey, thank you for being
That's
here.
Tom. Tom is awesome. I've had the pleasure
guy.
to meet him and his wife and his son, and just fantastic people. But you
Thank
were
guys
talking
for being
about
here.
Marty and how generous Marty is, and we all say that person would give you the shirt off their back. And those are
100%.
often very kind words. Marty literally is that.
He's that dude. He's that dude.
Yeah.
He's that dude. We'll talk about giving you the shirt off your back. Let's talk a little bit about this. Let's talk about like whiskey gifts. And the other thing I want to mention too is my guy right here. I got to mention one of my good friends, because this bottle that you see right here is a gift from a friend. I had mentioned that I had never had any Cooper's Craft, and I don't know if you don't know much about Cooper's Craft, because they're not in Texas. You can't get them here. And this is not an expensive bottle, but it's meaningful to me because he heard me say like I couldn't get it and wondered what, and all of a sudden it shows up, right? And so that's my guy Ed. Thank you so much, Ed, for this bottle. This was a gift from Ed, and I just so grateful. And it's probably the best value bourbon I've had all year. Have you tried any Cooper's Craft, Toby?
I've been into Cooper's Craft for 3 years maybe. Jason from Mash and Drum turned me on to them.
Did he really? Okay.
He did a series of blinds last year on 100 proof whiskeys, and that came in like first, second. I mean, it was, it's such a surprise bottle. It does well in blinds. It's a really good pour.
Yeah, fantastic. So anyway, thank you, Ed, for that. So tonight I'm going to be sticking to some pours that I would tell you that have been gifted to me, or friends have helped me get, that kind of thing. What are you sipping on tonight, Toby? What are you having? Or have you yet?
I've got a Mash and Drum, Mash and Journey whiskey club pick. This is an Obtainium blended whiskey. It's a Boo Rye, and this is Boo Rye #1.
Nice. Is the whiskey in there? Is Obtainium Canadian or some of it's Canadian? Did I have that wrong?
I think some of it's Canadian. I honestly, this is the first bottles I've ever had, and you know, you know, you know about as much as I do, probably more.
Gotcha. All good. Well, so okay, so here's the other thing I was going to talk about tonight, which is on these whiskey gifts idea. So I'm going to throw up some whiskey gifts that I kind of put together. But Toby, if you have any other whiskey gifts you want to throw up here, and the reason I'm going to throw up a few of them now is because I am not one of these bourbon snobs where the only way I like to drink my whiskey is neat. Like I most of the time, if I'm tasting and sampling and trying to give notes, of course I drink it neat. But from time to time, I like an old fashioned. I like hotter pours. I don't know if one of the things I would tell you is like some of the pours that are really too hot, like you can add a little water, you can add ice. And for me, I'm not against that. Like if it makes the whiskey taste good, I don't really care, you know,
That's
like,
right.
so one of the things that starting off here on here is really a lot of the early gifts that I ever did or ever received around whiskey gifts were really more for making old fashions. And so I have this old fashioned kit over here. I don't know if you've ever seen these. You probably have, Toby, but they have an old fashioned kit that is. I'm going to show you this. This one happens to be from Motor City Barrels, and I think they're probably out of Detroit, I guess. But this one actually has kind of a cool little kit to it. And in here, you've got your glasses, you've got your your flame, your torch, and then you've got your little topper here. So I don't know how safe this is, but I thought it would be better if I do it before we get to too many pours. But I'm going to make a smoked old fashioned right here. So
Nice.
Do you ever get into the old fashioned game back, during COVID, that kind of time frame?
I don't, like you, I'm not going to judge anybody for how they want to drink their whiskey, but I don't make cocktails at home.
Okay.
That to me is a special thing that I'll go out, and I love old fashions, and I also like seeing how different restaurants vary from from one restaurant to the other with their recipes and stuff. So
yeah, so I'll tell you too, like, so one of the things I'm going to combo this with another gift that I have, which is right here. This is a really great one for if you like ice and you like the clear ice. This one actually is called Berlinzo, and I tried a whole bunch of different ones of these. This one comes with like an ice mold kind of thing. And so it's got an ice mold in here. And so what you do is you load the water and then you press these molds into it. So the water comes up from underneath, completely removes like all of the air. So you can see like how clear that ice is. Like you can really kind of see through it. So when I'm making an old fashioned, the clear ice is supposed to last longer. Like Jay says right here, this is the bougie clear ice. Yeah. So the bougie clear ice is what we got going on here. But I'll kind of, let me do this real quick. Hold on, Toby. Let me fix this real quick. Hold on. Go out here, kind of put you there so that people can kind of see what I'm working with. I've got all the ingredients here. So I'm gonna walk you through. So one of the things I like to do, Toby, is I like to take and put like just a single cube, like not the fancy cube, but just a normal cube. And I'm going to add my whiskey in here. And for me, the way I like to make an old fashioned is I like it with rye. And the reason is I think like the rye spice really kind of offsets some of the sweet. So when I'm making an old fashioned, so this one is a Sagamore Spirit double oak, which there's another reason, like with that double oak, a little more oak impact. If you're going to water it down some, it just stands up a little bit better, that rye and the double oak. Also, it's fantastic neat too, by the way, but I add a shot or so in there. So you just start with just a shot of the rye, and then I'm going to add some bitters. For me, I like the orange bitters kind of the most. You can kind of get the Angostura bitters. That's another good whiskey gift if somebody's into bitters. So you kind of add 2 dashes there, get that mixed up in there, and then this is the tricky part. I used to, with the simple syrup, you can make your own, and I will tell you. This is stuff that you can buy from the shelf. And then this one, I got into making my own simple syrups too. So this one is actually thyme infused simple syrup. So I take some thyme and I cook it down with the sugar and the water. So I'm actually going to add this one here because I think it's really good with the Sagamore rye. So I'm just going to add just a titch, not much. You don't need much because it's already going to get sweet enough. So you've got your thyme infused syrup. You've got your, I think I got everything I normally do. Yep, I got everything I normally do. And then look, here's the other thing. You can get like these little kits, these little bar kits. You can get these little bar kits for a nice whiskey gift if you're trying to figure it out. So you take that, kind of mix her up. I don't know, 10 seconds or so. I don't know. There's probably a better science to this than what I would do, Toby. And then we're just gonna take and we're gonna. Oh, I forgot the most important part. Luxardo cherries. Another good whiskey gift. Excellent whiskey gift. These cherries are the best damn cherries. So we're gonna take it.
Forget whiskey gift. Those are just good,
Just good. Yeah.
Midnight snack over ice cream. Put them in your cereal.
Oh, hell yeah. So I like 2 cherries. And I like to add a little more of the syrup in there because that syrup juice is good in there. Also, I'll tell you what's really good, especially coming up on the holidays. Turning this into a Martha Stewart show, Toby. What I really like to do is I like to take the leftover cherry juice from the Luxardo cherries and I make a cherry ham glaze. And glaze a ham and smoke it with it. It's crazy good. Crazy good.
Crazy.
All right, so we're gonna just pour that over there. And then the very last thing we're gonna do here, Toby, is we're gonna take, and I forgot to smoke it. That's all right. We'll do that later. So we'll take right here. I'm gonna do a little orange peel. And then with the orange peel, you're just gonna take your flame here and just heat it up just a little. So those tannins from the orange start to release and you twist it a little bit and you put her in there. And sir, that is what I would consider the perfect old fashioned. So when it comes to old fashions though, for me, it's got to be colder outside, before I get into the old fashioned game. But chat, do you like old fashions? Did I screw it up? Is that how you make an old fashioned? And you say you don't make drinks at home, Toby.
Yeah. What does Ron White say? Yeah, a cocktail. Yep, whiskey and ice. I don't. Generally speaking, I'm drinking my whiskey neat. That's just how I like it.
Sure.
Occasionally, if it's a really hot pour, I might drop a little bit of water in it. But
Right.
I save cocktail making, for the professionals.
Well, I'm definitely not a professional. But old fashions, when I was first getting in the whiskey game, like 2019, all the way in 2020, was really when that's when I was like experimenting with all different kinds of old fashions. And then
Sure.
it wasn't probably till middle of 2020 till I started drinking whiskey on ice. And then I went from whiskey on ice to neat. And so I guess it's been about 5 years now I've been drinking whiskey neat, but for me, I had to ease into it that way. I don't know how many other people out there, are kind of new into the whiskey game. Marty says he loves the rye old fashioned. I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm not a huge rye drinker, but if I'm ordering an old fashioned, I always want the rye. Hey, there's Bill McBrayer from McBrayer Legacy Spirits just jumped into chat.
Oh, nice. Did he really? Thanks for picking that up. Bill, welcome in. And we're going to talk about your spirits tonight. There he is, Bill McBrayer. This is at Patrick Little Do. So since the man is here, and since I don't want to lose that opportunity, why don't we talk about McBrayer a little bit?
Sure. So it's been one of probably for last few years, it's been one of my biggest surprise bourbons. A lot of people don't know the history, and Bill's been on a couple other channels. He was on Bourbon and Balls, and then of course he was on Whiskey Nose very recently, giving the history of McBrayer family history, McBrayer bourbon history. But just in a nutshell, the McBrayer family goes way, way back and predates most, if not all, the names that we know of in bourbon history. And it's just unfortunate that the McBrayer name has kind of been lost. And Bill, as I understand it, roughly 10 years ago, kind of rediscovered or discovered his family's bourbon heritage, and is, over time bought back brand names, bought back the original McBrayer family farm property in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, um, and is, bringing the brand back. Right now, it's being contract distilled for him, but to his mash bills and his specifications. And he's got 3 different mash bills. He has a wheated mash bill, which he's under the Cedar Brook label, which they sell in 100 proof and then at barrel strength. And then he has the Old McBrayer mash bill, which he does. He previously had a 6-year bottle and bond.
Okay.
Currently, it's an 8-year bottle and bond that just released in October, the 8-year. And then he also does that mash bill at barrel strength. And then he has the family mash bill, which he found in some of the historical paperwork, and he's having that contract distilled for him, and that is the W.H. McBrayer, or affectionately called the Judge, because W.H. McBrayer, the founder of all this, was a judge. And it's just fantastic. It's such an unbelievable story that we've all heard about these resurrection brands where Heaven
Right.
Hill or Sazerac will bring back some label, but they don't have any ties to it. This is Bill McBrayer, several generations down the line, bringing back his family's bourbon, which predates, many, if not all, the brands we know. In fact, he helped several of them get started.
Wow.
And so it's just a crazy story, and it's a wonderful story. And most of all, great bourbon.
Wow.
He was at the Bardstown Blitz event, which is the Mash and Journey annual event in Bardstown, pouring, and nearly everybody that says that was one of the top 3 surprises at this tasting event we did, where there were about 15 different distilleries pouring their stuff, and it's just fantastic.
Well, that's awesome. So the little amount of research that I did, it sounded like, and this is a little bit of a knock on the whiskey world for me, is that there are so many brands that they're trying to bring back that are legacy brands. However, when you read the McBrayer story, it's truly, there's that connection. It's a true family, generational deal, where it's not just, hey, we're gonna dig up some old brand and try to resurrect it. Like, it really is trying to get back to the roots of what that whiskey meant. And then, if I understand correctly, when McBrayer, and this is just my very brief amount of history, research I've done, they were really considered a premium brand in their time. Like, McBrayer was like one of those really sought after brands that was like high level. Like, think of like all that BTAC stuff today that, like they were the very sought after high premium stuff on the market. Is that right, Toby?
That's correct. But like a lot of brands, that that reputation faded away, and there was a time also further down the line where McBrayer was really kind of known for garbage whiskey, and then of course it completely went away. But McBrayer in its heyday was the brand that was credited with taking bourbon overseas, and introducing bourbon to Europe. And so it's just, that's why I think it would be great, depending on what we do, down the road, to have Bill on your channel. And if people can't wait for that, go check out Bourbon and Balls, and go check out Whiskey Nose. Bill was on with this. We tasted through every expression he had on the Whiskey Nose, and he was on with this for the entire time. It's like 3 hours or something like that, and we taste through everything, and it's just a great education on his product and history and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, 100% in. I actually, as soon as you said you wanted to talk McBrayer, I did a couple things. One is I said, okay, I'm in Texas, right? And I'm like, is it anywhere here? I couldn't find it. And then I sent out, the bat signal to my Houston basement dwellers. I said, guys, does anybody here have any McBrayer? And nobody did. So I really wanted to have someone on the show tonight, Bill, if you're listening. But let's get you in Texas. Let's this market is we like our whiskey, and certainly got a pretty good market here in Texas. So let's figure that out.
So if you go to the McBrayer website, they have a great website, and maybe Bill can correct me in chat, but I believe he's able to ship to 42, 44 different states. So and everything's available on their website. Everything I just talked about.
Let's do it right now for Bill. We're going to pull it up right now for Bill, and that way we can take a look and see, because I want to make sure that we promote him as best we can. Yeah, so here we go. I'm going to share it.
Yeah, so he just said they can ship to Texas.
Okay, cool. So they can ship to Texas. All right. Well, then they've got something here with the let's take a look at the spirits real quick, because that's what we want to see, right? So let's get in here. So they've got the you mentioned the right here. They've got
the Cedar Brook is their weed mash bill, and it's available in the 100 proof that you see there, and also in single barrels, which you'll probably see if you scroll down. You have Old McBrayer. There you go. There's the Cedar Brook, and that's what a single barrel bottle looks like.
Awesome.
Then if scroll back up to the Old McBrayer bottle and bond, there's the current 8-year bottle and bond. That's a rye mash bill, of course, a corn rye barley mash bill, and it's available currently in the 8-year bottle and bond, and then the Blue Label single barrel down below.
Gotcha.
And then
so these the single barrel, those are the picks you guys are looking at doing right now?
Well, we're looking at actually doing a single barrel of the Cedar Brook and the Old McBrayer that you see there, and then also the Judge. So scroll back up, and his premium line is the W.H. McBrayer, which is affectionately called the Judge. It's an annual release, comes out during the fall, and this year was the batch 5. So 2025 was batch 5 of that, and that is a different mash bill. That is the legacy mash bill. So not only is he bringing back several different brand names, but he's bringing back
right here, ship to Texas, so right here. Yeah. Yep. Hell yeah. Okay. Bill, I am going to be ordering some McBrayer as soon as the show's over. Don't want to give my credit card away on stream, or I would order it right now. So yeah, no, super exciting, Toby. Thank you for bringing that to us. Like as soon as these picks get rolling, whatever, I want to be a part of helping promote, helping do some tastings, and then maybe do some barrel picks, that kind of thing. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Hack, read your chat. I know you're busy. He wants to come on, and Jason is in the house. Who wants to come on? I'm more than willing to send. Is that did I miss something in the chat?
Jason.
Does Jason want to come on? Absolutely, if he does.
Yeah. Jason is in chat. Hey, Jason.
Love to have him on. Love to have him on. That'd be awesome. I know you have the link, Toby. If you want to shoot it his way, you're more than welcome to. That'd be awesome.
Sure.
So whiskey gifts. We're going to talk about some more of those real quick while we're waiting on that to come through. So we talked about the old fashioned kit, the ice molds, the clear ice molds. Love those. Here's the book that I started my whiskey journey on, and I'm going to pull it up real quick for you guys so you can see it. This is actually, guys, this is a book that I don't know. I think it really, when I first started my whiskey journey, it really helped me a ton. And this is the Complete Whiskey Course. One of the cool things about this book, and this is by Robin Robinson. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon, whatever. One thing about it is, like, Mama Hack loves it because it's hardback and it looks pretty up on the whiskey shelf, but also in here, it's just really got a ton of stuff about the history. And then it's got a full course where you can kind of go into like the whiskey tasting side of it. And this is where, when I first kind of started the journey, and after read about history, where I first kind of learned about like the whiskey, the tasting wheel, the flavor wheels. But then, it talks about the history of bourbon. It got into the world whiskeys, that kind of thing. For me, this was, I pick it up and still read it all the time. So great book. So if you're looking for a book for an avid kind of whiskey fan, and they kind of want to nerd out on the history, but they also want to learn about tastings, this one does both. The cool part about our whiskey gifts, and I should have mentioned this, Toby, is that I'm not paid by anyone or sponsored by anybody. But also, I would tell you that we, you know, like we're just going to speak from the heart about like the things that I feel like I've gotten as great gifts as time has gone on. So that one, the Complete Whiskey Course, Robin Robinson, check that one out. It's a great book. And I'm sure, do you own any whiskey books, Toby, by any chance?
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. That was one of the things that I have a huge library, huge library of bourbon, but I went to college to be a college history teacher. So I have a huge history library. And so books is a big thing. And not only growing up in my family, but for me. And I've got 4 books that, you know, I picked up these 2 recently.
Oh, American Spirit.
These are both by David Jennings, Rare Bird
David
101.
Shout out to
and both fantastic whiskey books, wonderful books to pick up. And then this one I got at Justin's House of Bourbon, and again another great this is a coffee table book, and it's just a great book to be able to pick up, kind of a pictorial history of a lot of the big Kentucky brands. And then we've been talking McBrayer. If you want to know about McBrayer history, go on the website and pick up this one. This is another coffee table book, and it's just a, you know, kind of a history of, you know, McBrayer bourbon. And there's some of the old, you know, old labels right there. Cedarbrook.
That's very cool.
And everything. It's just fantastic.
That's one of the things about bourbon and whiskey for me, Toby, is that like what really draws me in is the history part, because I'm a nerd at heart and I like to learn about the brands. And I think that, you know, I've never pretended during this whole YouTube journey to be, you know, like the most educated on whiskey. I'm kind of learning as I go. And for me, something like that, learning about McBrayer is like, it just draws me into a brand, and then learning about the history and learning about, you know, the legacy and what they do. And it's what engages me and connects me, because I think the thing about bourbon is that it's the one thing that like is ours. It's American and it's ours, and the history behind it is so cool. I've done, I think right now I've done 13 different distillery tours in Kentucky in different areas. And I always enjoy hearing the history part. And of course, love the spirit, love to drink, and you know, hashtag one more pour, but also love the history part. So I don't know, different books are awesome to do.
Yeah. One of the large segments of my collection is Bottle and Bond, because of how that is such an important, I don't know what you want to call it, segment or important, you know, branch of bourbon history in the United States, the whole Bottle and Bond thing. And so, you know, I'm always looking for new Bottle and Bonds to try. And now we're getting these fantastic, you know, older expressions, you know, whether it be the old Granddad 7-year or the Heaven Hill 7-year, or, you know, Ben Holliday's got 2 different, you know, one's at 6 years and now McBrayer at 8 years. There's just so many good ones.
Well, I think we got another special guest that just showed up. So let's get him up here. What up, man?
Ah, there he is. Nice hat.
Look at you guys, matching hats. You look so cute. Oh, is he frozen for you? He's frozen for me. Marty, I mean, you guys kind of look like, if you tilt your head like that, you guys kind of look alike, Toby. Like, all right, I would take Marty down until he gets.
Yeah, Marty. Yeah, except Marty's about 10 years younger than I am.
See, Paul says, now I need some McBrayer. See, right there. There you go, Bill. See that right there? Richie Z, let's see. Whiskey Distilled by Heather Green is another great book. Okay. I love the book recommendations. You know, a lot of us are whiskey nerds, and so a lot of us nerd out.
Heather Green, isn't she somebody tell me, I think she's the master distiller for Milliman Green.
I bet that's right.
I
bet that's right. Oh, we lost Marty. Maybe he'll come back.
I have a ton of their stuff. I really like their stuff.
Yeah. So let's. So I'm going to keep rolling through the gifts. So we talked about the whiskey book. Now this one I don't have an example of, and it's kind of an embarrassing story. but the whiskey hydrometer. Have you ever had one of those, Toby?
Not specifically for whiskey, no.
Okay. So I got it because I thought, I wanted to call BS on some of these whiskey brands by saying, I just don't know if you guys are really truthful about your proof, and I thought I would test it. So I got it, and I was trying to calibrate it, and it's a piece of glass, and I had it sitting out here on my desk, and we had a late night session one night after a stream, and sadly, it fell off the desk and broke. Now I'm going to tell you, I think it would have been a really cool gift, but I broke the actual hydrometer. But I think it would be cool to figure out, like, when you're like, oh man, this tastes really hot, like testing it to see, like, is it the proof it says on the bottle? Like, I don't know, but maybe that's super nerdy. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, so that's another one. Now let's see. The other one that I've got is a 3D. Okay, 3D printed stuff. Here's the other thing. Like, so 3D printed stuff. Like, something about the whiskey world leads into kind of this engineering nerd side. I don't know why it is, but a lot of us are like that. And so this one is really cool. So shout out to my friend Eric. He gave me this gift, and this is a 3D printed like sample holder. So, and I've had it on stream before, but he's got it like perfectly designed, right? Like where it's got these little holders. Now, the other thing I'll tell you, other than this like sample holder, which it's just like one spinner away from being like a sample, like a blind kit, but also one of the really cool things that I'll share with you guys really quick is this website, which man, they're so hard to find. They're so hard to find. So let me share real quick with you guys. It is going to be it's what it is. I don't know if you've seen these or not before, Toby, but it is a solo blind kit. Now the cool part about the solo blind kit is obviously, when you're trying to like do blinds by yourself, you can do it. But this is a 3D printed blind kit. They're $75 and they're sold out, like constantly sold out. Like as soon as they like release them once a month, and you go in there. But if you're looking for a cool whiskey gift, like I think this is super cool. And and it's got the different holders here, and you kind of put them in there and then you spin it. The website is justneat.shop. So Just Neat is where you can find this. Don't know the people at all. Again, I'm not being paid to promote anything. I just think that out of the whiskey gifts, like that would be like one of my top ones. Solo blind kit. What do you think, Toby?
I think it's a great gift. The first time I ever saw it, and I actually saw that one that you just showed with the little barrel. Brandon from Whiskey Weather has the 4-holder option of that. He uses it on his channel all the time for doing his own solo whiskey flights, to shoot content.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to keep moving through my gifts. The other one, I'll tell you, so glassware, and I got to tell you, Mac is a huge fan of glassware. Like he's got the fancy glassware. He knows all about it. He knows the right names. Like like he knows the right names of the glassware, which I think is cool. This one is probably one of my favorite whiskey glasses for, and I thought this one would be a good one because I'm going to try something here live on stream, which, again, I'm going to go through a couple old fashions before I get back on the neat pours. And I'm going to try this bad boy right here, which is the brand new holiday version of the Penelope, ready to drink old fashioned. And this one is actually the apple cinnamon. Have you had this one, Toby? I'm going to guess no, since you only drink it.
I don't normally, unless somebody tells me that something like that is just exceptional, I don't experiment with the pre-mixed, cocktails.
Toby, you're probably smart. So I've heard like, and I think this is probably true for most whiskey drinkers, right? Like these, you've got to, accept them for what they are, but they all need a little more kick, right? They all need a little more love. I'm gonna try this on my one stream, guys. And this is so look, not only do I have the square, I also have the ball sized clear ice cube. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna fancy this one up though. I'm gonna put a little apple, a little cinnamon in here because it is an apple cinnamon. We're gonna try this, but these little tumbler glasses, this one's cool because it's got a little rocker thing on it and it can't, like, I don't know, I like that one a lot. I think that was one of the cooler whiskey gifts I've ever got. So let's try this old fashioned and see. Penelope as a brand, Toby, how do you feel about Penelope overall?
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I was
Penelope overall. How do you feel about Penelope?
I like Penelope a lot. This was the first, I was able to put together the entire estate collection, over the past couple months. So I was pretty excited about that. No, I like a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, I like Jay's comment here. Jay says, give someone a glass that wobbles and they don't have exactly. That's exact Jay. I feel like
That's
Jay,
right.
you know me. Like that's it exact, like it wobbles, but it doesn't fall down. Like that's like the whole Weeble wobble. So I don't know. Now I'm dating
Right.
myself. 100% dating myself. Okay, Marty's back. Let's see if we can get him up.
There he
Is
is.
he back?
Sorry, man. It's raining here, storming a little bit. Internet's in and out. I apologize for in and out. So, but yeah, man.
How are you, Marty? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I'm good. Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving, man. Anytime you can be with your family and your parents and those that we have left, enjoy it while you can. And that's kind of what we did. So glad to be here, man. Thanks for sending me the link. I'm just going to sit back. I want Toby to talk about McBrayer. It's one of our favorites going. Bill's in the chat. We did a thing, and I know Toby's already touched on it on my channel several weeks back. We've got picks coming, but I think me and Toby's talked about, the resurrection of McBrayer with Bill and his family and all that. And it's something everybody needs to get behind because it's such a great thing. It's the original OG kind of thing, man, so, but go ahead. Talk about the gifts. Talk about what's going on.
I want to ask you this real quick. So I want to ask you this real quick. Have you been to the McBrayer facility?
There is
not
no
yet.
facility right now.
Oh, there
Not
is
yet.
no.
No,
Okay.
Bill's working on that. He's got his mash bills with contract distilleries. So all that stuff is what he wants and what he's going to lean towards. So the 6 year, the 8 year, the judge, the picks, all that stuff is exactly where he wants it to be. It's going to get to that point. Toby, take it from there while I pour me some.
And the guys,
Austin.
it cost him a small fortune in legal fees to buy back these brand names that were his family brand names, and to buy those back was, that was no small feat. And then he bought back the property in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, that was where the original farm was, and the original water source where the bourbon was made. And so now the long-term plan is that he will build a facility, a tasting room, a rick house and everything in Lawrenceburg. He's doing it right. He's not trying to go too fast. He's trying to keep quality where it should be, and grow as he can. Yeah.
So I guess so the plan is, though, he's going to contract distill for a few more years from what you guys said.
I think when he gets his facility in Lawrenceburg, he will probably, have distillation capabilities. But I think the idea that his distillation capabilities will be at a volume where he's producing all his own stuff is just too far down the road right now. But he has his mash bills, and they're being contract distilled. Marty, help me. I think it's Wilderness Trail and Bardstown Bourbon Company that are doing his distilling for him. And so he's taking the product as White Dog and then barreling it himself. And I don't think he sees an upside to really going full bore into distilling, given the where the bourbon industry's at. I think he wants to stay viable. And the thing about it is Bill's heart's in the right place. He is simply know, for something that is going to be, has returned to being part of his family and will continue to be part of his family for generations to come.
That's very, very cool. And I mean, I can get behind that because, well, also I'll tell you this, like, I think Wilderness Trail as a whole, you know, they're also kind of the distiller behind Kentucky Nectar. And for me, Kentucky Nectar is probably my favorite honey finished whiskey out there. And I've seen some stuff on just kind of nerding out on the process and everything they do at Wilderness Trail. And so, I mean, top quality. I mean, and I think I saw just this last week, I think, that they're getting really close, if not already have a label. Wilderness Trail is getting really close to having 10-year bourbon. So, which, you know, that's a whole nother thing. Like, right. Like there's so many groups right now, or so many different brands that are like right there, like Peerless in April is going to be 10-year. Like there's so many that are getting close to having this 10-year bourbon. I feel like a lot of things are going to get flipped on their head. And so, you know, McBrayer doing it the way they're doing it sounds pretty damn smart, honestly.
It's awesome. It's so awesome. I think the problem with Wilderness Trail is I think Campari kind of has the handcuffs on a little bit, because we all know that they've got, you're right, they probably have 10-year bourbon because they've already released an 8-year, but it came and went so quick. There has to be a lot more of it. And yet they're only releasing, you know, 4 or 5, maybe 6-year stuff. And, and it's good, but hey,
it's good. It's like for a lot of the Wilderness Trail stuff I've had, like I keep thinking, oh, it's going to taste young, and it doesn't. So it's just done really well for the age. It's funny, right? It's like, it's not, I don't know. It just doesn't taste young.
Right.
But so
Bill has a long-term plan, and he's kind of let me and Toby in behind the scenes on that plan, and it's going to get back to the roots of where McBrayer was 150, 200 years ago with the judge. One of his great grandfathers, you know, that whole story. I've posted the link a couple times. I can do it again here in a minute. But guys, if you can do anything, just go to the McBrayer website and read the history, because there's not another website with any whiskey that I know of that kind of gives you this detailed history of how he started, how he was asked to be the judge of the county, and then how the brand was kind of stolen with McBrayer. And then, you know, we went back to the old McBrayer name and all that stuff. And it's just kind of, it's making a, what am I trying to say, Toby? It's making a resurgence of what it should have been before it was stolen. And Bill's all on top of that. The mash bills are dead on. And I think what really, really excites me is, I know the distillery and all that stuff is way down the road, but like Toby said 20 minutes ago, he's bought the water source. Okay. He has the original McBrayer water source. He's going back to the basic roots of all this. And I just, you know, grab your handlebars and hold on, because there's not another legacy resurrection spirit that we know of that's coming like
there's no story like this.
That's why we're, you know, all in, man, because this is something we need.
There's a couple videos we need in this group where he's walking around the property and he's showing you the foundations of the old, you know, McBrayer family house and things like that. It's just, you know, if you love bourbon history, you don't get much better than this story, especially.
I think it's interesting, right? Like there's as a, you know, guys that are where we are, like, I think I'm probably behind you guys, my whiskey journey a little bit, but like in terms of once you've been into whiskey for a while, you kind of, you start hunting out like those things that are a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit special. And so McBrayer is not something that I know here in the city of Houston, anybody's talking about yet. So for us to kind of be talking about it on the leading edge of like kind of the next, like, this is exciting. So super excited to get some, to try it and see where it goes.
Well, heck, you know, something else you can throw on top of, you know, what we're talking about. We know how much some of this higher end whiskey's going. We know how much $350 for some of these picks and stuff. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but everything Bill's doing right now, his judge bottle that comes in a killer box, his high end is just a little bit over $100. I mean, he's not trying to, make the bank right after fire up. He's trying to do it right and get that mash bill where he wants it and get that taste profile, that flavor, that taste, the palate, and the nose exactly to where it was. And that's one of the things me and Toby have talked about. What, Toby? 10 hours at least online private is why we wanted to get behind it. Is because, I mean, it's just unique and it's his. So,
I'm very excited to give it a run. But also, hey, so there's something, Marty.
That's right, JG.
I've always wanted to ask you something. Okay. And I'm gonna put you on spot live on stream with millions of viewers. No, just kidding. But listen, when you do your tasting,
dozens at least.
Oh, look at you. Oh, when you go in sport mode, it's got, dude, I'm so in.
Let's go. Come on, Hack.
This is a great hat.
That's a great hat. Like, I don't know. Where does it like, talk about whiskey gifts? Like, that is, in terms of whiskey gifts, that I need a McBrayer hat that goes into sport mode. All right.
Damn right.
Marty, the question is I've seen you like absolutely destroy a blind, like absolutely nail it with what I think. And Mac and I were having a debate about this offline. And I feel like I got to put it out there. But what I think was you had a dip in. I got to know.
You always have
like,
to dip in.
A man, skull right there, baby. Skull.
Hold on a minute. It's mint. It's mint. It's not wintergreen. It's not damn whatever the other crap is. No, dude, I know it's redneck. I get it. I'm sorry.
No. Look.
But it's one of the modern wonders of the whiskey world. How Marty tastes like that with dip in.
Yeah, Mac's not here. This is the redneck show tonight. So let me ask you, like, how in the hell, like, is that a fine-tuned thing where you're like, you can get your whiskey notes through the skull? Does it enhance it? Like, help me out.
Nah, dude, it's just I don't dip during the day. I don't dip at work. I don't dip at night. If I'm drinking or smoking a cigar or playing golf, I have a dip in.
Oh, playing golf. All right.
All right. I like the salt. I know. I just lost 30 subs, but that's okay. That's not what it's about. But no, it's just a thing, man. It is. It's just.
No,
if you need me to bail, I'll jump out. I'm totally ruining your stream.
No, we had the longest debate because Mac was like, "There's no way that he nailed that blind with a dip." And I said, "Hell yeah, he did."
Oh
I
yeah,
said, I promise you. I grew up with guys that dipped. I may have like dipped a little bit back in high school. I said, "I promise you, the man is dipping." And we had the longest debate Mac and I did about watching your stream. And I just want you to say, props. That's amazing. Like
no, it's not. It's stupid. I don't need to do it. I can't help it. I just like it when I drink.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. So look, you got people dipping skull and rolling coal.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to go head to head with a dip in, bring it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it's ridiculous. 10
whiskeys deep, you put a dip in. I mean, come on. Love it. All right. So listen, I'm gonna keep doing the whiskey gifts. So I'm gonna keep
going, brother.
This is the wobble. This is the Weebles wobble, but you won't fall down whiskey glass, which I do love. I will tell you this. This is my quick review on Penelope. Cinnamon old fashioned. Here's what it's like. So if like Penelope and I, we have this relationship, right? Like where sometimes she's super sexy. Sometimes she wears that black nightie. Sometimes she doesn't. Like when Penelope weeded, she's wearing a frou moo. Penelope old fashioned apple cinnamon is like when she's trying to be fancy and maybe she doesn't know how to walk in heels and maybe she rolls her ankles every once in a while. Maybe
like
she tried to put the lipstick on and got a little too thick. Like she's trying a little too hard. That's what I think Penelope old fashioned. It's just trying a little too hard. Like she's trying too hard to be fancy and she's just not. Penelope is just not. Now, I do think adding my little cinnamon stick, I definitely did not need to do because there's too much cinnamon in this damn thing already. And I probably screwed it up. So it's probably my fault. And that's your very professional review of Penelope cinnamon, apple, cinnamon, whatever it's called. But all right, so whiskey gifts. Let's get back here.
Are we still talking glassware?
Well, we can. So we can because I
got a couple.
Yeah, let's talk glassware. So one right here. So let's do that. So this is number 5 is glassware, 100%. So this is my favorite glass, which is from my friend Mac. He gave this to me, which is a hand cut crystal Glencairn. And I would never, well, I would say never. It's super heavy and I love the weight of it, but it's the only one I've got. And I only get it out when I'm drinking something fancy or something nice.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Toby? What kind of glassware are you into?
So, I like Glencairns like everybody does, but I always feel like they're a little small, to hold on to. I feel like I'm holding on to a thimble. So I got this glass from the Bourbon Jerk, from Tom, the Bourbon Jerk. And it has the same, size opening at the top for nosing, but it's just got this really heavy weighted base. You're never going to knock this thing over. It's just really solid.
It's the opposite of the wobbly glass I just had.
Yeah, but it's got a little hold on to. But I'll tell you, one of the ones that that I kind of really have been enjoying. I found these about a year ago. So, as I understand it, the Glencairn was designed for nosing and tasting low-proof whiskey, Scotch to be specific, at 80 proof.
Okay.
And so Spiegelau, one of these highbrow European glass manufacturers, came out with a single barrel whiskey glass, and that is this right here.
Ooh,
and it's nice. Basically, it's bigger, it's got more to hold on to.
Oh, did I lose Toby? Toby froze up. There you go.
Okay, with the
You're
smaller
good, froze for just half a second.
Okay, this glass, if you put a 120, 130, 140 proof whiskey in it, you're going to fry your nostrils when you're trying to nose it. And that's where this glass comes in. It's designed for higher proof whiskeys so that you can still nose it, but because this isn't so concentrated on top, it makes it easier to nose without torching your nostrils. And this is the Spiegelau. And if you don't mind, I'll share my screen really quick.
Yeah. Go ahead, Toby.
I'll there we go. Share. Can you see that?
Not yet. Here, I'm gonna add it for you though. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the Spiegelau. It comes in a 4-pack. And and it's a bigger glass, no doubt about that. But and there's the actual 4-pack. I got these at Liquor Barn, and
what are those
really like.
Go for, Toby? My eyes are old. What does that say? What are they going?
For? That would be a great thing for me to be able to tell you at this point. It wasn't ridiculous. It wasn't
crazy, right?
No, it wasn't anything crazy. But here's a cheat that I'll tell you. So here's the Spiegelau version. Yeah. And here's the one that comes in the Jack Daniel's gift pack for the holidays. It's essentially the same thing. It's a high proof whiskey glass. And this one comes in the gift pack with the single barrel version of Jack Daniel's, the squatty square bottle. And 2 of these come in the gift box. And, and it full on says JD right in the bottom of it. And anyway, so these you buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, you get 2 of these free.
Toby, Toby, that's a hack. That's a
hack. That's right.
Yeah, 100% that's a hack. Says, damn, Jimmy, I didn't need to want a new glass.
Yep. Sorry.
No, those are sweet.
Yeah.
So it may be, guys, just because I've had nothing but kind of some old fashions at this point, but I decided this bottle right here is special to me because I have a good friend that made their trip to Austin. Oh, you're having my liquor zone pick. Let's go, Marty. Wait a minute. Hold on. So is that your first pour of that, Marty?
It's probably my fourth. It went home. Hey, Hack! I tell you, it went home with.
I think we interrupted Marty in his bottle.
It went home for Thanksgiving, so it was shared.
Okay.
Corvette Trey Larkin, all the guys. We got to try it. Yeah, hell,
So
I'm drinking it now.
No bullshit. No bullshit. What'd you guys think?
Oh, it's fantastic. The back end of that bottle is so good. So like you're talking about glassware and stuff. I use these heavy bottom for outdoors when I'm outside. This is a Four Roses special glass, but it's got a big wide base. But I'm like Toby, we have all those from Asian and all that stuff. So yeah, this is my outdoor glass. The big bottom.
Marty, where's that one? Oh shit. Hey Marty, where's that one glass? I told you, like last week, it's the one that Maker's Mark sells in the gift shop. It has a base on, but it's a really heavy base.
Oh yeah, it's in the dishwasher actually.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a big. I mean, that damn thing weighs.
That's a cool glass too.
Yeah, it's great. I want it on Big Vic Stream, but when you get on their site, I can't find them.
So these they still sell at Still Austin, and my friend Matthew brought these back. These are fancy, kind of longer stem ones. I'm always afraid I'm going to break those, so I don't use it very often.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this kind of crystal, hand blown crystal that Matt got me. I love the weight of it. Like I just like the heavier feel of that Glencairn. And
is that Waterford? Is that a Waterford?
No, it's not Waterford. I think it's let me see. I've got the website pulled up.
It's okay. I mean, Waterford isn't what it used to be, but still it has recognition.
I think it's right here. It's called Cairncraft, I think is what it is. Here, let me
see.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a hand cut. I'll do it for the people here just to show them.
Hey guys, everybody just jumping in, man. Get in on this giveaway. There's several killer giveaways. Jump in.
There's a couple bottles in this giveaway.
Yeah, there's a bottle. There's a gift set. There's a gift card. All kinds of stuff. So get in on it, guys.
Yeah, we're giving stuff away. So this is it right here.
Yeah.
That's the one that Matt got me as a gift, and I love it. I absolutely love this. Now it's $40, right? It's an expensive glass, but if I'm going to have a special pour,
there you go.
Like to me, love this one. It's from Cairncraft. I would, again, we're just recommending gifts tonight. I don't know if people find this interesting. I don't know if people find it interesting or not, but like, I don't know if you guys are like this. What gave me this idea, which is kind of crazy, I know, is that the longer you go on your whiskey journey, people buy you just crap. And they buy you stuff because they think, oh, he's into whiskey. And I thought, let's help people. Let's guide people towards stuff. Because and Dennis brought this up earlier, and I'm gonna go back to it because I would put this as one of the gifts I would not recommend, which is, have any of you tried the charred wooden whiskey bourbon tumblers? The oak glasses have you guys tried those? I have, and I have an opinion.
I've got one. I don't even know where it's at now. It's like a charred inside wooden kind of thing. Yeah, I've got one somewhere.
Gimmick, right? It's a gimmick, right? Like I just I don't
it's good. It's okay. It's okay if you're not at home.
Yeah, it's okay if you're not at home.
Tailgating.
I don't think it necessarily adds more oak to it or anything like that. Robert, thank you for the $10 super chat. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Richie Z.
Sir. Richie Z up in the house. Thank you. Richie Z is another one of those guys. He is all around the whiskey community, always active. Yep. Glad you're here tonight, brother. Appreciate you. So yeah, I love this one. Love it. Oh, Lucifer said, got one of the Reverie. No, oh yeah, man. Oh, you got it close to SRP. Very, very nice. The only thing that sucks about Unicorn is they'll charge you those shipping, but still, that's a great bottle. The no clock is amazing. Glad you got that one. So, all right. So we got into glassware. Any other glassware you want to talk about? I know. So there's a few things I will tell you about glassware. So I've got this one right here, which is from my friend right here.
Yeah, there you go.
So these are super cool. This is from Marty. He sent this to me. This is a special glass to me. So one of the things I want to mention about the difference, right? Like it's obvious, but I'm just going to talk about it for a second because I think a lot of people that watch us are probably new into whiskey. And one of the things is that if you're ever trying to like truly blind or truly like get to a whiskey without getting in your head first, have somebody
Yeah.
pour it in one of these because you cannot see
Yeah.
the color.
Yeah.
Because if you see the color, you can automatically start to make some assumptions. So that's one of the cool things I like about this, Marty.
So I got
Glad you like it.
one to kind of go along with that. And I mean, if you're into bourbon, you got to have a nice decanter that you can put things in.
Oh,
And
great.
that
Ooh,
happens
look
to
at
be,
that.
you know, a whiskey nose decanter right there.
What's in that, Toby?
So this is the Woodford Reserve Chocolate Redux, which came in the 375. And
Nice.
I after trying my first one, which is still open and not finished, I bought 2 more because it's one of the very few Woodfords that I really like. And
And at
I
that
just
proof,
took the other
and at
2
that proof.
and put them in.
That proof, yeah.
Yep.
Mac
Yeah.
loves that bottle. He got it. He got one, and he's putting it up there in his top whiskeys of the year. He loves that Redux. Loves it.
It should be. Yeah.
Loves it. And here, one I'm loving right now, guys, and I just I've been sipping on it. I want to talk about it. And Marty, don't be offended that I didn't send you any of this one yet because I just got it. This is the October Nancy. And,
Okay.
And I sent you a bunch of Still Austin. I don't even remember what all I sent you.
You did, and I'm not touching it till we're doing. So
Yeah.
what I thought we'd do, Hack, is like when you and Mac do my blind.
Yeah.
I'll go through those Still Austins while y'all are doing that.
Perfect. So we've got a big Still Austin weekend that I haven't even talked about yet that I need to. So Robert Paul, who's here in the chat, his dad, Steve Paul, about 10 of my local guys, we're all teaming up and we're headed out Friday and we're going to be spending all night at Austin for the Tanager drop on Saturday. And so about 2 days ago, I saw that your cousin Nancy, she posted on Instagram that she's going to be there signing bottles. So
she's a rookie.
Man, I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more excited. And so this October Nancy is amazing. Like it is incredible. Like it's just got this blackberry thing on the nose. Just I think it might be better. This one in January are my 2 favorite, but this one is that 7-year age statement, which the store pick that I sent you is also 7-year. Something happens with Still Austin when you get to that 7-year that just makes it amazing. So I think we're not sure. So people are asking me about the drop on Saturday. The estimate is somewhere around 600 bottles for a Tanager on Saturday. Now they're going to limit us to 1, and you know, maybe Nancy. Do you think Nancy will get her 1 that Saturday?
That's what she said, and I think she's got the one that was the final. I texted her earlier today. She's got the one that you saw on Instagram, and I think she can get 1 more, and that's it. Because
that's it.
But let me say this about how wonderful that lady is, and I know she doesn't need any more praise than what she already has. But Nancy can get probably as many cases of it as she wants, but she wants the masses to have it. And there'll be another one next year, maybe, and the Nancy picks and everything. So she's kind of, let me have my 1 or 2, and then we'll let it the masses have it. And I think that's a very, very kind thing she's doing. And she's got a thing in California. I'll get details and post it on Patreon, my Patreon, of when she's doing a Total Wine meetup in California. So she's going to be there when that releases at Total Wine and all that stuff. But I also, Hack, if you don't care, I'm going to throw a quick little plug in here.
Hey, yeah,
I was talking to Nancy 2 weeks ago before she went to India. Yeah, she went to India for a couple weeks, and God love her, she had to cut the damn trip short because she got a stomach virus and had to come home. Yeah, but we're going to do with the Legends of the Oak. She's already said that she's got it worked out, and we're going to get it all finalized. A rye pick that she's going to pick the barrels, and then we'll pick the winner of those barrels on our Whiskey Society. So we've got that coming. Of course, you know, you and Mac are part of that. So
Awesome.
Yeah, Richie, I'll let you know. But yeah, guys, I may post the link here in a minute. We'll see. But yeah, Legends of the Oak is where all these picks and Nancy's stuff and stuff we're doing with Hack and Mac and our small, very confined group. We'll be doing these. And like if these even hit a store, me and Toby will help everybody do all we can to get what you want. Because we want to be able to sell the barrels. We don't want to put all this stuff online and pay $25 shipping and all that stuff. And we're not picking garbage. We're not doing the same thing over and over. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to the whiskey, but we're going to do stuff that's unique and different. So kind of where we're at.
For those guys that are local, just so you know, kind of like, I don't know, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag because I've been having a few whiskeys. I'm just going to say it. Here locally, you guys know I have a great relationship with Liquor Zone and Pete and that. And so who knows, like if it works out where there's, distribution, I mean, more than likely we can distribute here in Pearland at my local store. And if it works out that way, but Pete, I've talked to him about it. He's on board. He would love to be a part of this. So guys, we're working on things that are gonna be fun and there'll be a way to get some of those, hopefully get some of those bottles here locally. And
guys, I posted the link there. Just go sub. It's nothing. It's not going to, we're not trying to grow a channel or nothing. Just want everybody that's, wants to be part of picks and know where to get them. There it is. Just, we've got like 14 subscribers. That's it. And that's all we're trying to do is just like when we do the pick, when we do these picks with amongst our Legends of the Oak group, that's where we're going to do it. It's not going to be Whiskey Nose. It's not going to be nothing like that. It's going to be right there. So,
And there's just so many different pick groups. I think I really like this idea, Marty, because let's all team up. There's so many different individual pick groups. I'd rather team up and let's do something together. Let's do something fun.
Let's create our own pick group. That's the whole idea. Yeah,
let's do something fun. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, like the McBrayer, the McBrayer stuff. We've got several options that we're looking at because Bill already has his website, and
sell through that.
Yeah, so me and Toby's talked about how we're going to do that. It's like, what we're going to do is like we're going to pick 3 barrels. We're going to do probably a Judge and an 8-year, and we're not sure if we're going to do a weeded or what, but we're going to at least do 2 of the 3 on his website. So if you buy 2 bottles or 6 bottles of the release, it's a one-time shipping fee, and you can't beat that. And Ethan is going to hopefully work on us a password and all that stuff to where we can get all the group can get in early and kind of get that taken care of. Yeah, so it's a no-brainer there. And then we're looking at Silver Springs, we're looking at the Nancy pick and all this stuff that it'll be open for the group. Even if it hits a store in Texas or a store in Tennessee, we'll be happy to go pick them up for you guys. This is not.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys know how I roll. Like we'll figure out a way to get it to you. Allegedly, we'll figure out right.
No, but it's nice having whether it's a store or 2 in Texas or a store or 2 in Tennessee. It's nice having those in the back pocket where whether they're taking a half a barrel of each or whatever the thing is. It's Bill is kind of an anomaly because if we wanted, we can sell everything through his website. But it's just nice having those stores too. As an outlet because it keeps things really special. And, I guess in a way it kind of, because they're not open to the masses, it kind of, offers an exclusivity that makes them desirable, especially if they're really high quality.
Well, and I need to talk about something too, real quick. I don't want to be over promotional, but I just want people to know what's going on is, so because of that pick you were just drinking, that Still Austin pick, that I did with Liquor Zone, I've been invited and I'll be headed to Still Austin December 11th. And I'm teaming up with a new store called Gauchos. They're in Tyler, Texas, up in East Texas. And so we're going to be doing a pick, and we're going to be hopefully maybe Nancy can point us in the right direction. We'll see.
She can. I can work that out. I mean, she wants to do that. She wants the best of the best on the market. She's not going to settle for just mediocre bourbon or a rye. She'll tell us, just like she did 2 weeks ago. She goes, Marty, right now the ryes on the upper end are killer.
They are
So
killer.
I've got a local store here that wants to buy all of them, and if that's the case, we'll do it. Now we'll get 6-7 cases off to the side for the club, whatever we need to do, you know. So, and I'll be happy to ship them. We'll figure it out, or hand deliver.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Marty. I mean, so here's the thing is that Christian Wilhoff, who is their master barrel picker guy, he's a friend of mine as well. Really solid human being. And he's never, like, the last pick, he didn't lead me astray, but believe me, if Nancy could tell me, hey, Hack, there's pretty good barrels over here, I would love to know that. But I'm not pressing, but if that's something she's willing to do, so we're going to do that. And then here's the thing too, is, you know, we're working on another future Still Austin pick with our guys, Todd and Andy over at 210. So we got a lot of Still Austin stuff coming, because honestly, guys, they're making killer whiskey right now. They're just, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I can't wait to do this blind, or not blind, but just to walk you through some of the Still Austin stuff that I sent you.
Yeah.
So
And that's what I want to do when y'all are doing mine.
I sent you what we like to call, Marty, I don't know if you've ever heard of this or not, but this is what
Is
it's
there a
called.
clear difference between a hitter and a banger?
Yes.
I need to know.
Yes. A banger
Whoa.
means you might want to back it up. A hitter means this is pretty good for what it is.
Oh, that's a great definition.
I love Marty's
That's
definition
great.
of a banger.
That is great.
Yeah,
That is
so that's-
great.
So
And when he says back it up, he means an extra.
Oh,
yeah.
he means another bottle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kind of like
that's
you did with the
different. I
beacon.
know where you were headed, Mac. It's a little different than what you were thinking there.
Yeah. What you're doing with the beacon is definitely a banger.
Hey, it's got a nice box, Marty. It's got a nice
Yeah.
box.
At least we
apologize
think
for
that's
that.
what Marty meant in back it up.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
Yeah, man. That's it.
There's
man.
nobody that has a better definition of banger than you, Marty. Nobody.
Well, you know, it's funny. You watch a lot of people's streams and stuff. They're like, "Yeah, this is a banger," and it just kind of, as soon as I say banger, I'm like, "Wait a minute, what's a banger? What's a banger? Explain it." Yeah, no, I get it. That's cool, man. Thanks for playing that. That's cool.
That's all good, brother. Man,
The explanation could have gone terribly wrong, JG. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. But if I nailed it, JG, that was one time I nailed it right there.
Jay, this is where we live. Our entire stream could go terribly wrong. Like this
That's
is
right.
where this is where I live, man. So
You know, it's funny because when Marty first started thinking of group names, it was originally going to be only bangers. And, you know, then it was,
Hold on.
oh, no. Let me finish. I'm going somewhere with this. So
Okay.
then it was hitters and bangers. And then it became, you know, like the term oak came into it, and Marty came up with bangers of the oak. And that's when all of us just went, no, sorry, buddy. You know, and then it became Legends of the Oak. So, you know,
look, only bangers may have been my idea. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I just know that like that was very clickable. But then again, we probably would end up in trouble, which that's where I live. Like I live in that space that like I could get us in trouble. So thank
We
you.
just
Toby.
doubled in subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all people that are in it for bangers and hitters and you
Yeah.
know,
That's funny.
it's
All
a
right,
bunch of
so-
people from OnlyFans.
We'll have to start smoking cigarettes and shit or something. I don't know. I don't know. We get Pall Malls and, you know, who knows?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a big time at Still Austin, boys. So we're going Friday.
Yeah.
As soon as I can get off work that day, we're gonna head out. We got a big group. We got a group that's cooking some brisket. I am gonna bring the outdoor cooker, and I'm gonna take some of that brisket and we're gonna make some chili. I got some deer meat that I picked up this last weekend. We're gonna have some deer meat chili. I like to add. Do you guys make chili?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I like to add a little Shinerbach beer, and I've got 2 secret ingredients. I'll give them away right here for all
Black
40
beans.
million. No beans in Texas, buddy. No beans. This is
That's gay.
see, this is in Texas. We don't do beans. So,
Just unsubbed.
but I just lost all my subscribers. So we also old coffee, and when I say old coffee, it's got to be a day old. So I take the coffee. You ever see like how coffee just kind of sets up and it gets kind of thick and
Like a mortar.
Yeah.
yeah. You got to add that thick coffee. And then also the thing that I like to add in my chili is just a tad of cocoa powder.
Oh, that's the Mexican secret right there. Is
No.
adding
What the hell's
some
going on
chocolate
here?
chili.
I'm telling you, like my chili, I've won
And
some.
that's adding the coffee. That's like making it red eye chili.
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
guys,
Red eye gravy.
don't leave. We'll get it back on track in a minute. Just don't. It's
I'm going to
okay.
tell you right now. I'm going to make my chili, and I'm going to turn. I'm turning around. You just going to try it. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, can't have chili without beans. Cindy. Yes, you can. When you live in Texas, you have chili without beans. That's what we do. That's what we do.
I get it.
Richie Shiner bought
I
beer.
understand the
Shiner
bean thing.
is
I
really
get it,
good.
but I like them both.
Robert Paul says 4 people left. Oh, you got a little old Dom
So-
single barrel there.
Weeder.
So we were talking about do we want to talk about bottle gifts yet? Or I know
You know what? I was thinking, Toby, this wine is so good to have here. Okay,
There you go. Back on
so
track.
there's a couple. Okay, I'm gonna go through these last ones super fast because they won't take me long, and I just needed a reminder to
Sure.
remember. So just a few gifts I'm gonna knock out. So this one, Cyber Monday's tomorrow, and I bet they have a deal on this bad boy. This is called the Nimbot, and it doesn't mean that. Well, what do you think it means?
That's what I got, but not that good one.
This is like if
Marty, you're a Nimbot.
This is like if it was a redneck AI computer. No, this Nimbot. So what this is it connects to your phone, and this is how I don't think I have any around here, but this is
It looks like a
printed
label
labels
printer.
for your samples, and so it comes out in a little perfect sample bottle. You can put your logo on it. You can put all your information in it. You can set up a template, and they're super cool. So like if you ever are doing little sample bottles, trading with your friends, and you want to upgrade, and I think, guys, I'm going to look real quick. I've got the link over here somewhere. Sorry. As I lose viewers, it is over here somewhere. I'll find it. I thought I did. Anyway, it's like $24 this little bad boy, and it's got like 200 labels, and it just connects to your phone. And the Nimbot, Nimbot, super cool. So that one's super cool. Here's another one. So another gift, and this getting to my top gifts. A follower of the channel and a good friend of mine, Gary, he makes these, and his link has been up in the channel a lot. He's from Georgia, and he goes and he collects these old barrel heads, and he's got a shop out back, and he'll make these, and he'll put whatever logo you want. Like I rednecked mine and put a little tool padding on the bottom of mine, but so this is,
It'd be wrong not to.
Gary will do these. I think they're around $35-$40 a piece. His eBay site is up on our chat. But then my sister-in-law, she got me a different little blind kit, which is kind of cool too. And Gary, if you're watching, this is an idea for the future. So this blind kit, it's got your blind holder, but also right here, guys, this little thing flips off. If I can do it, I'm drinking too much.
Yeah.
It's a little dry erase board, and your wife or whoever, she can write the thing on there. So when you flip it over, you've got your reveal. It's got a little holder for your marker. But these are on Etsy. If anybody, and it's got my last name there. That is my real last name. People wonder why I'm called Hack. That is my real last name. So this is a little blind kit holder thing. I think those are super cool. And then one more gift. This is one that people ask me about all the time. This came off of Etsy as well. And my wife got me this. And this is my book. This is my whiskey tasting book. She's got my initials kind of on the inside here. It's customized. And then this is where I keep all my whiskey notes. And this is probably 3 years worth of work in here. And this is where I work on my game. I try to do my whiskey notes. I get it by myself, spend some time. There's all different little ones. I like the little nature of this because it'll travel with me really well, and it's not like a big bulky thing. And
Hey Hack, let me throw something in on what you're talking about right there. That book that you have right there, that book, buy 2 of them. And I'll tell you why. Buy one for yourself when you taste whiskey, write your notes down. Buy another one to where if you're doing a blind for other people, write down what it is, what you got, the proof and everything. So I've got a separate book with yours and Max in it. I know exactly what they are. And so when you do that blind, I can go to that book and look at it and see.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
So
So you got your individual one.
Buy two.
That's a great idea.
And another cool thing too that I do is, like, if I have a banger bottle that's about to go away, I'll buy the 2-ounce sample bottles off Amazon and get your Nimbot and label it and pour yourself 2 samples before it's gone. Seal it up. Buy the plastic wrapper that you can hot glue gun, whatever, and then just put it up. And just build you 20 or 30 of them. And the next time you have a get together with a good buddy or whatever, break out that box of, hey man, here's 2 ounces of this. There's a sample for you, sample for me. Let's talk about it. So you can go through all those hitters and bangers and all that stuff at another time. So that's another good idea that I like doing. And Jeffrey Wack is the one that started me on that. So
that's
another cool little idea.
So my last one, guys, which will lead us into the giveaway. We'll do in a minute. We're not done. We're gonna have some more pours, but this is kind of like the last one of the whiskey gifts. And I just need to finish this off. I know y'all been watching me for almost an hour and a half or hour, 45 minutes. I'm sorry. I kind of got sidetracked on the whiskey gifts, but I think really kind of like anything that really anything from these guys is cool.
I've got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Aged in
fantastic quality, fantastic innovation. They're just
they've got two different size. Go ahead, Marty.
I've got the big bag. I've got 6 or 12 of the glasses. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I've got over here, I'll show them in a minute, but anything from Aged in Ore, they've got a deal going on right now, I think, where you spend enough, you get some free gifts, that kind of thing. I don't pretend to know. I'm not sponsored by them at all, so I don't want y'all to know that. But so this one, I travel with this one all the time. This is my little travel kit. Also, I will tell y'all this about this Aged in Ore thing too, which I think I've got one. No, that's not it. I don't have any empty right now. What I like to do is I like to travel with some of these empty when I get to do a barrel pick, because a lot of times what happens is you're there, you're doing the barrel pick, you pick the barrel, and then you get back, people, oh, what did it taste like? And you've got your notes. Well, if you take one of these and you take a little bit with you, when you come back from the barrel pick, you can write down your own notes in your own space and your own time. The other cool part about this Aged in Ore kit is all of this travels in an airplane. So people know this about me. I travel for work all over the country. If I'm ever in your part of the neck of the woods, I'd love to have a pour with you, by the way. But anyway, it's got a little thing where you can write your initials or write whatever the whiskey is here. It's got a thing where you can measure it out. Like, these are high quality, like the Aged in Ore travel kit. To me, if you don't have one of these and you're buying something for somebody for Christmas, this is a must. And then last thing on the Aged in Ore, I got this little individual one where I like to take this everywhere.
One seller.
Got a little Glen here. Got this. It fits inside. You pop it in here. You zip it closed. Travels with you. To me, that's the quintessential whiskey gift. So if you're trying to buy your loved one a whiskey gift and they don't have those, get them one. They'll love it. They're fantastic. The bottle caddies are cool. I've also started buying, guys, the decanter, the bottles, because as your like older age whiskeys get down in the bottle, you can bottle them down and you can seal them really well. And Aged in Ore, they make quality stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, never be sponsored by them, but I buy it because I like their stuff.
I'm with you. I do the same thing. I've got the XL travel bag and I love it. I took it to the store that's been buying our picks, and I took the what all did I take? I took the Silver Springs oak rye. I took a couple of the Evernorths because they love Evernorth because they can't get it in Tennessee. I took that bag in. It's fantastic. So yeah, for sure.
Yep. So love that stuff. So, and then the last thing I need to do around the whiskey gifts, and then we can finish it up, is that Mac, he sent me his top whiskey gifts, and I just needed to share them with you guys. His kind of in order is he would like an all expense paid tour of Japanese whiskey in Japan. It can't be anything fake in terms of like you go get whiskey here or like no, it has to be in Japan, and he would like you to pay for his tour of Japan. Secondly, he only drinks out of hand-blown Waterford crystal. It's very important that you know that. If it's not hand-blown, that he won't, like, even if it's Waterford and it's not hand-blown, he doesn't want it. A third, he is like a mosquito to the light when it comes to neon signs from A. Smith Bowman. Those are something that he just loves. And then finally, he would like you to pay for his private dinner with Jay West because he has a lot of them. It gets kind of pricey, and he just wants to make sure that you'll pay for those private dinners. And then he definitely told me this, guys, like his number one, the best whiskey gift he's ever received in his whole life was me. So just make sure I get those out of the way. So those are Mac's top gifts.
God almighty.
All right.
So he spent Thanksgiving in Japan.
He did. That's where he is right now. He's on a flight right back now. And it was just something he always wanted to do. Look, I'm super happy for him. Like he had a good time, I think. Well, I know he did because he sent me all the pictures, but I'm not jealous at all. I just want to say, like, we just have really different lives. Like, he's in Japan drinking rare whiskeys, and I'm in a deer stand at 4:35 in the morning, and I'm tracking turkeys. Like, we couldn't be more different.
I dig it, man. I dig your end.
That's what makes the magic work.
That's what makes it work, is like we're so different, but like we love whiskey. I truly love the man. Like, he is amazing friend and so generous. And like, so I'm glad he's coming back from Japan, but it's still, I want to make sure I share those gifts for him. Relatable Mac, as everybody says.
Yep.
All right. So we're in that segment, guys, where we get into hashtag one more pour. This is the end here. Before we do the
what about, I know you wanted to talk about maybe bottles that we had been gifted.
Okay. Yes, we do. 100%, Toby. What do you got, Toby?
Well, okay, I'll start. Marty and I both went to the Mash and Journey meetup in October. Yeah, but still last month, down in Bardstown. And I was surprised, there's a lot of generosity. One, there's just a shit ton of bottles, but there's a lot of generosity going on. And the last night, there was a significant bottle share. At the end of the night, I got a tap on the shoulder, and one of Marty and I's, friends from that group, Travis Robeson, invited me over to his table to choose 6 bottles from that table to take home with me. And now we all have a short list of distilleries that maybe we haven't explored yet. And one of those distilleries for me that I just hadn't gotten around to exploring was Old Dominic. And yeah, there you go. So Travis, he had all 4 of these bottles sitting on his table, and these are the exact bottles. And
nice.
So, and I've drank out of them since, so they were all damn near full when I got them. But it just really allowed me to, dive into Old Dominic, from the get-go. And it was just, a great, for me, a great distillery discovery. But I'm going to share a really special bottle with you. I don't really have anything that I would consider dusty. But I was recently gifted a bottle, and I was born in 1969.
Okay.
And I was gifted a bottle of Old Crow Traveler.
Oh my God.
1969.
Holy shit. Wow. That is the coolest bottle I think I've ever seen.
Marty's brain's working right now, and Marty, you just need to not say anything.
I know. I'll just keep smoking.
So this is a really special friend, and
wow.
The 3 of us all know who he is, and so he gifted me this Dusty, and
wow.
Anyway, I love him for that.
That's special, Toby. That's what it's about, though. Like, that's what it's about. Like, you know, and I would bet you money that Toby, like, there are people that you probably don't even know this that probably feel the same way about you, that you've either gifted samples to a stream or you get to bottles that would never, and I'm one, because that Dusty Dan's stream, when I was introduced to that last week, I was lucky enough, and I am going to get my first ever sample of King of Kentucky coming in the mail. So I would never get to try that, Toby, if it wasn't for you. So thank you. So I just know that this is the way it works. When you're generous, things comes back. And like, Toby, what you mean to the whiskey community, I know you like to downplay it, but honestly, dude, like, you are like the heart of it. And I just want to say thank you for all you do.
No doubt. He is the backbone of bottles. And yeah,
that may be true. Partially true, at least.
No, it is.
So this is my last pour. This is my hashtag one more pour, and this is a gift from a friend. And I hope he's still up. He may have gone to bed. If he's still here, this is from.
Which one is that?
This is from Warren, and I got a story behind this bottle. This is actually the Heroes Jack Daniel. And
can you give me just a second? I'm gonna go get mine.
Yeah, go get yours. I did not serve in the military, and but I have a great appreciation for the military and a great appreciation for all the sacrifices they made. And so I was pretty drunk at the bottle share, I'll be honest. And he tried to hand me this bottle, and it had the Heroes tag on it.
The big late. I've got one upstairs at the rack.
I told it, he gave me this bottle, and I said, Warren, I can't take this bottle. So he took. And he said, why can't you take it? I said, because I don't feel I deserve it. So he took the neck tag off of it and said, now can you take it? And I said, yes. But Warren, thank you so much. I've never owned a Heroes, and this is a whiskey gift that meant the world to me. And I'm eternally grateful for you giving me this. And so this is my last night.
I'm kind of with you, Hack, on that kind of scenario, like this liquor zone that you got me and all this stuff, like picks that I would never ever have the opportunity to try. That is what this is to me, and it gives me the opportunity, like when we were at Thanksgiving, to give it to my dad, my father-in-law, Trey Boyd, Trey Larkin, all those guys. That's to me what it's about. So it doesn't have to be a freaking $400 bottle. It can be a $65 bottle, and if you're sharing it with your friends, to me, that's it. That's the hero.
My God, this is good. And I just want to say thank you to Warren and all the other heroes for what you guys do. There's some of them. There's some of them that they're out there right now that aren't.
Turk.
Yeah. Want to thank you.
It doesn't have to be a $300 or $400 bottle. It doesn't even have to be a 750 milliliter bottle.
That's right.
Vanilla bottle. What are you doing on there? All right, guys, this is where old Hack, he gets about 2 hours in the stream, and I need you guys, right? I'm going for a bathroom break. I'm going to come back. You guys are going to carry the stream and hopefully not lose all our viewers. And when I come back, we'll do the drawing or the giveaway. But I'm going to let you guys carry it for a minute. I'll be right back.
I got it. All right, guys, in the comments, I am pasting the McBrayer website. Go to the McBrayer website and join the Legacy Club. It's free. When you join the Legacy Club, you'll get all the upfront information before it hits the masses. 100% free. Just do it. That way you'll have a heads up of what's coming. Yeah, it's basically just a free club with McBrayer. Go do it. And we'll keep you up to date on what's coming from McBrayer. Everything that Bill's doing, we'll probably have it on Whiskey Nose. And then when we finally get to the pick section of it, it'll be Legends of the Oak. The link's posted there. Guys, go sub. It's nothing special. It's not going to be a regular, I don't say ongoing channel. It'll be a pick channel. But yeah, Bill will be there with us all the time when we do these picks and stuff. But yeah, go and join the club. It's, like I said, 100% free, and it'll keep you up to date. So,
At Candace, Leaper's Fork is the definition of grain to glass. Lovely craft. I agree. I love Leaper's Fork. And I
Tennessee
think,
whiskey,
you know,
isn't it?
it's Tennessee, but it's their own distillate. It has
Yeah,
nothing to
yeah.
do with,
It's not.
you know,
Yep.
GD. Yeah, but it's just fantastic stuff. Leaper's Fork. Yeah. And a beautiful facility.
Thank you, boys. All right, so Coach, I want to tell you this. Like this, Heroes, it is like if Knob Creek and Jack Daniels had a baby, and the baby was just as good as both of them. Like this is, it's crazy. I get
Little
a nuttiness,
little
I get a
nutty
nutty-
charcoal.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's good.
You know,
This might be. It is better than my.
Are
it's
you
better
getting
than
Hack? Are you getting any banana? I don't think I'm getting any banana.
very little, very little. I get very
Yeah.
little banana on the Heroes. It's got kind of a sweet caramel on the nose,
Yeah.
but not any banana at all. It's
Proof on this guy.
it reminds me a ton of like a really good Knob Creek cast strength,
Okay. Yeah.
which is crazy being a Jack Daniels, but my God,
I
it's
don't
good. And
normally
then
get
right,
nutty on Jack Daniels, but there's a nutty.
yeah, I get nuttiness on this, and it is fantastic. And I'm so grateful for this pour. Man, it's good. All right, boys, I got to enter in some names, so I'll let you guys
Yeah,
pick
go
it
ahead.
up
Do it.
while you're talking. I'm going to be doing the typing over here. But you guys,
Guys, get in this
Hack,
giveaway.
Run through the
Multiple giveaways tonight.
offerings again for the giveaway real quick.
yeah. So for members, if you're a member, and I know we had a bunch of new members tonight, so I'm going to make sure I add you in here, guys. If you're a member tonight, you're going to be eligible for a $50 Agent Or gift card. So we're going to draw for that. Like I've said before, a big part of what we want to do is any money we make off of YouTube, I just want to give it back. So this is a way we're going to do that. So we're going to give you a $50 Agent Or gift card because I really do think that's probably one of the top whiskey gifts you could ever get. Like anything from Agent Or is just cool. And so if any ladies are still
Whiskey
watching
bling.
this late, you're like, hey, I want to buy my husband, or if you're a lady and your husband, you know, if you're a husband and you're watching, like you want to buy your lady, like if she's into whiskey, Agent Or, it's cool. So we're going to give that away. Secondly, I've got the holiday toast from Lucky 7 we're going to give away. I've also got a $15 for Marty for coffee for the Drifting Drams. Thank you. And then Toby also has donated an Elijah Craig barrel proof rye, their first ever barrel proof rye, first ever they've done. So got those 4 giveaways tonight, guys. We got 4 giveaways. One's for members. The other 3 will be for the super chat. So that's what we're doing. So if you'd like to still get in, you still got some time.
Or donate.
If not, all good. Yeah. And then we've got the Venmo up there. I need to track those, but also the super chat. So I'm going to get them all entered in, and then we'll spin some wheels in a minute, boys.
I'll tell you what. Hey, Hack.
Yeah.
I'll give away a sample pack of North Carolina whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. I got some good stuff.
You got the Conviction, or what are you rolling with over there?
I'll do Conviction. I'll do oh hell, or what shit. I've got several. Several.
North Carolina Fun Pack.
There you go. Just call it that. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that's now we're rolling, boys. We got a lot of giveaways.
That's what Marty's wife calls Marty, is her North Carolina Fun Pack.
Eric is in. Is that what he calls
I'll take it, man. I'll take it. As long as it ain't dumbass or dipshit or idiot, I'll take it. Shut up, JG. I know it's coming.
All right. I'm gonna get these new members in.
Hey, you ate Eric Gunderson.
Toby, what would you think?
Eric.
Toby, what is your most favorite whiskey gift you've ever been given? Did we talk about it already tonight?
Yeah.
I know mine. Go ahead.
The Old Crow. This one right here.
Oh, 100%. Okay, non-whiskey though. Non-whiskey. The best thing you ever got.
I don't know when you say non-whiskey.
You know what? I've got a lot of great. I drink out of this different, glass from the bourbon jerk.
Yeah, Tommy.
So it's hard not to. But
Say the name of that glass one more time for me. Say the name of
my
that
Marty decanter is
the Marty decanter.
very near and dear to my heart. So,
Marty, do you get any cool whiskey gifts that you would say like, hey, those are the ones that I really?
You know, I'll tell you this, and this is cliche and all that shit, but everything great I gets from Toby. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous, but yeah. But like, as in like individual gift stuff, I've gotten stuff in the past to advertise like cigar humidors and stuff, but you know, that stuff is, you know, it is what it is. But when it comes to like the Still Austin pick you sent me and stuff like that, to me, I cherish that more than any, I don't know, stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've got it. I know Max got it. I know I can try it with you guys eventually and all that stuff. So to me, that's where it's at. And, you know, I talked earlier about, you know, saving a 2-ounce sample of everything, put it up somewhere so you have it. I think that's probably the best advice I can give on stuff like this. So just get on Amazon and buy some 2-ounce bottles and get you a label maker and save yourself 2 ounces.
Get yourself a Nimbot.
Get you a Nimbot.
Yeah, what I got. Mine's not as good. Mine's not as good as Hacks, but yeah, I've got the original.
Recently, I've been having to put out labels in quantity as I've been sending out sample packs to people. So I just went fuck it, and I just got my Avery labels and fired up, you know.
Toby, I'm telling you that Nimbot,
Microsoft Word, and just was printing off sheets of labels.
That Nimbot will save you a shit ton of time. It's $25, man. It's like it's a good gift.
And on your phone, once you create a label, you can save it for later. Like my logo.
Yeah, your logo stays up there every time.
Yeah. So when I send Hack and Mac 5 samples, I can easily go right into Nimbot and say print 10 logo, and then I can.
And then you just like, even if you're going to send a bunch of samples to people, you pick the number of copies and it does them all. Like I'm telling you, man, for people that do a lot of samples like we do, it's a really, really good one. All right, guys, I'm still entering names because you guys killed it on the super chats tonight. Like, appreciate it so much. You know, I think one of the things that like whiskey gift that I would tell you, Marty, and I know that like, obviously, you can tell from that short, but I am living my whiskey dreams like in front of people, and a whiskey dream of mine would have been to even like have an email or a conversation with Nancy. And so we invited her to our chat. That meant the world to me.
You owe me.
When you got me on that stream with y'all late night that night, and I got to like go through all these samples of stuff that I've got of hers with her like that. I still don't believe that happened. Like, it just doesn't feel real. And I just want you to know, like,
she was
that meant the world to me, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. And you know, we talk. It's funny, man. Me and Nancy talk 2 or 3 times a week, man, on some of this stuff. What are you drinking on? And I'll tell her, and she goes, I've not had that. I was like, I'll send you a sample. She goes, nah, don't worry about it. You know, or, you know, stuff like that. Or like, you know, and she's trying to get me stuff out and all this stuff. And, you know, that's something else that, you know, me and her, we're trying to figure out, you know, this Hack, and Mac does too. He's not here. He's in chat and stuff, but Toby knows. But like, me and Nancy are trying to figure out a special family reserve pick. We're just trying to figure out where we want to do it. And I told her, I said, I'm in zero hurry because that son of a bitch is going to be so good. So, yeah, but nah, I appreciate you saying that because, yeah, she's a special human. I give her shit all the time on everybody's stream, like, you know, call her a rookie and everything. But every time, you know, there's been like 2 or 3 streams that she's watching and she's not in chat. And I'll be like, I'll put in chat, yeah, Nancy's a rookie. She'll text me and she goes, thanks for the update. Oh yeah, that's all the time, man. I
think that because when I got into whiskey, she was very early on an influence that I thought wow, she really knows what because I watched a lot of the different podcasts and I listen to Spotify a lot. Like anytime she's on an interview, I listen to it. I probably feel like a stalker, but like anything she does, I listen to and I listen and I learn and I just think that in terms of impact on the entire whiskey community from a blending, like and also the people that have learned from her, the impact she's had, it's I don't know that there's anybody like her. Like she just
I'll tell you a funny, very humbling story for Nancy. Was about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. She was up for Whiskey Blender of the Year. And she was flying, I can't remember if it was New York or Florida, to where they do this event. And she was real nervous about it. And I said, Nancy, two things. Number one, you have to be out front on everybody. And number two, if you don't win, who gives a shit? Right. Everybody else knows. And so as soon as she won, she texted me and she showed me, her little thing and whatever. And I was like, see, I told you. She goes, yeah, I was a nervous wreck. And I was like, Nancy, God love you. But the greatest thing about Nancy that people need to understand is she can taste a blend. Even if she's not setting up the blend, somebody can set up the base for Nancy and she can tell you immediately what it's missing. That's the gift. That's the gift.
It's unbelievable.
She can tell you what finish she wants or how many barrels are short of the base. And that's just where I'm like, it blows my mind. It's like, my God.
She's yeah. And I'm praying Saturday that, I get a chance. I think I will, because we're going to camp out Friday night, but just to be able to just, meet her in person and hopefully she signs my Tanager bottle. Like to me, like it's my whiskey dreams. I'm living my whiskey dreams in front of like,
I get it, man. I get it. I've been there. Yep, for sure.
It's so freaking cool. And Marty, you've been a huge part of that. I'm so grateful for that. Like it just
awesome, brother.
Means a lot. All right. So listen, I think I've got all the wheel loaded. I'm going to read off the Venmo side because I just don't know that I'm doing this right. Charles E, you had 1, 2, and then another 2. So you had 4 total. Corey had 1. Tim had 1. Did I miss anybody? Because I don't know if on the Venmo side, I thought I saw that Rye guy was in there, but maybe he's Charles E. I don't know. But that's what I have for Venmo. If I missed anybody on Venmo, let me know. But when it comes to the drawing, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, all right, in order. I'm going to do the first thing we're going to do is going to be, I'm going to go in reverse. So we're going to do the North Carolina Fun Pack from Marty.
Okay.
Then we're going to do the $15 gift card for Drifting Drams. Then we're going to do the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye from my guy, Toby.
Mm.
Then we're going to do the Holiday Toast, which is the Lucky 7, right? Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Oh, then I got the member giveaway. That'll be last. That's a different one. The member is different. We'll do that last. That's last. You know what I'm going to do, guys? We're going to give away 5. I'm going to do a 12-pack sample of like bangers, all bangers. And what I'm going to do on that 12-pack sample of bangers, I'm going to do it just like I did Matt. If y'all watch me on Instagram, I put them in a little private envelope. I'm going to label them with numbers. You're not going to know what they are. I'm not going to have the little advent tree to send with it like I did the other one, but it's going to be like a 12-day advent of all bangers, like things that I promise you, like I gave some George T. Stagg. I gave A. Smith Bowman. I gave a bunch of Nancy picks. I gave Michter's 10. I gave crazy stuff. So it will 12 bangers is what I'm going to do. And I don't want anybody to do any more super chats. I don't want any more money. I just want to do this as a special. So we're going to do that's for the super chats tonight. We're going to do the North Carolina Fun Pack, the $15 gift card for Drifting Drams, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye, the Holiday Toast 7, and then the 12-pack sample of bangers for the 12 days of Christmas. I don't want any more super chats, so no more. Don't give me any more money. This is just for you guys, and then we'll have the member giveaway for the Age Nora gift card. So we got a lot to do. We got a lot of spins here, guys. So are y'all in? Everybody good? Everybody good? All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull up the wheel for the super chats, and then we'll get that going. Man, this is fun. All right, here we go. If I can figure out how to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that screen. I'm gonna share this screen.
Oh,
Hey, Marty, Toby especially, man. Thank you so much.
Somebody, Eric just put in another 20. I don't know if
Oh, he did? All right. Oh, put this
He
towards
said
shipping.
Hack put it in for shipping.
Oh, okay.
Eric,
Okay. Sorry.
Man, Eric,
That
that's
is
too kind.
Gunderstruck is a freaking legend, man.
He is so.
he is.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Eric.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. I'll put it towards shipping. Thank you, Eric. That's awesome. The whiskey community's been like it's where I belong. It's like where I just love it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do this. All right, guys, this is the wheel. I'm just gonna roll through on my super chats. If you think I missed you, let me know because I don't want to get any of it wrong. I got Dennis for 2, Top Jimmy for 4, Tank for 1, JG for 1. Marty's got 2, Wes is 1, Tim B is 1, Robert Paul 2, Patrick 1, Bama 1, Candace has 4, Barbecue Ed has 10, Gerald has 2, Robert has 1, Drams Dripping has 2, Robert Paul 2, Richie Z 2, Steve Paul 2, Lackey Boy 2, Top Jimmy 4 more, Eric G 4, Drams Dripping 2 more, Charles E 2, Tim S 1, Corey P 1, Charles E 2 more. I feel like I missed. Was there one more that was another $50? Did I miss? No, I think no. Barbecue Ed was
good.
Yeah, I think I'm good, guys. But let me know. I'm gonna rest here for a second because I don't want to miss anybody. Dennis says spin it to win it. Jeremy says he's in for 10. Jeremy, were you on? Let me make sure. Yep, there you are, Jeremy. I see you. I'm gonna put you in, and I'm gonna make sure because did I get Richie Z in here too?
Mm-hmm.
Did I? Okay.
Just passed.
Yeah,
it.
you did.
Yep.
He's in for
Okay.
he's in for 10.
Okay, so he was right after Richie. So Jeremy was 10. Thank you, Jeremy. Promise it was not intentional. All right. So Jeremy 10, Steve Paul 10. Yep. I got you. Got you on there. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Gonna give it just a second. Have a pour here in a minute of this Heroes.
That's a fantastic.
Marty, how far from Nashville are you, Marty?
A long way in Raleigh, about 9 hours.
9 hours. So you're North Carolina, Raleigh.
I'm in Raleigh. Yeah.
You ever go down to Charlotte?
It's seldom, but I can. It's about 3 hours, 20 minutes.
I got work in Charlotte in January. That's why I asked. So
I can meet you there if you just give me a heads up.
We go somewhere. We go to Southern, or we can go somewhere.
Shit, give me enough notice. I'll be there.
Where are you at, Toby?
I'm in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you're in Kentucky. You're not far. I know I'm going to be in Kentucky in April for sure because we're going to the a big group of us. We're going to hit the Peerless drop for the 10-year.
Oh wow!
So, but I'm hoping I get to Kentucky again before April. But we got to get together and have some pours in person, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
That's where it's fun. All right, everybody good? We ready to spin? All right,
Let her rip, baby.
Hey Toby, how many times do I shuffle these bad boys?
3. Trace.
1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. We're going to start from. This is for the North Carolina Fun Pack, boys.
Yeah, man. This be some good
Jeremy,
stuff. I promise.
10. Wait, let me check, Jeremy.
Conviction double oak, conviction bourbon, a couple others.
I'm checking, Jeremy. I'm trying to see if you just had 10. Jeremy, 10 right there. Jeremy, I only see you in for 10, buddy. Only see you in for 10. If I screwed up, I'll refund you, but I only see you in for 10. But that's, let me just double check one more time. On the top.
Jeremy said cool.
Oh, he did say cool? Okay.
He did.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Never want to do anybody wrong. I never want to do anybody wrong. All right. Here we go. We're going to spinner. Spinner for the winner. Here we go. Spinner for the winner. This is for the North Carolina Fun Pack. Hey, does the North Carolina Fun Pack involve you doing anything fun?
Do what now?
Are you going to do anything fun? Like, do you dance?
I could. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah,
see,
sure.
there you go. This is a fun pack for the ages, boys. I think Marty would probably do
GG. No, not me.
chicken dance or something.
Jeremy.
Barbecue Ed.
Ed.
Corey P. Is that going to get to Gerald? Gerald's my homeboy. Gerald drove all the way from Florida to Southern Collective just to hang out, but it could. Oh, that is Gerald.
Corey.
Nice.
Gerald was the winner on that one. Congratulations. Gerald's a good dude, y'all. He drove a long way for Southern Collective. All right. Next up, guys, is the Drifting Drams coffee, which I'm going to tell you right now. Use that $15 on the churro.
Yeah, if you haven't had Drifting Drams coffee, I
Oh
mean, that is craft coffee at its finest.
It is fantastic. So to win, Gerald, I'll help you out with that. And just in case you don't know, email Marty at whiskeynose21@gmail.com. Did you make that email when you were 21 years old, Marty?
No, I just used it for a drinking age. Patrick.
Oh, Ed.
Barbecue Ed.
I tell you what, if Ed's still here, I bet he says spin again because he's had all of them.
Okay. He says spin again, I'll spin again.
No, I mean, I don't want to speak for it.
I don't think he's still in chat, but I'm with Marty. I would be willing to bet.
I would just spin it again.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to spin that one again?
Yeah, spin that one again.
Spin
right.
again. Let's give that to
Okay.
Marty, me, and Ed. We don't need.
I'm out of that churro coffee. It was good. I need to order some more. It was my favorite coffee, and I love coffee, man. That's like I love to start my day with a good cup of coffee, set on my back porch. That's what I was doing this weekend. I made me a big old pot of coffee.
Charles E. Tim S.
Tim. Robert.
Paul.
Watching deer eat the feed.
Bama.
Oh, Lackey
there you
boy.
go.
Lackey boy.
Lackey boy.
Do not know who that is, but he just won.
Email me, Lackey boy.
Good.
Lackey boy.
That's
email my guy
some of the
Marty.
best coffee you're ever gonna have.
Congratulations. Awesome. All right. So next up, guys, this is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye, which is the first time they've ever done it. First time they've ever done it from Elijah Craig. So let's see. This is from my friend Toby. Toby, thank you again for doing this with me tonight, buddy. I had fun tonight. This is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye. Here we go. Oh, hot dog, he says. What's it going to get to? There's Candace. There's Eric G. Drams and Drippings. Barbecue Ed.
One.
Jimmy, you can't win your own bottle, buddy.
It's going to be me. Shit. Spin again. Fuck.
Oh, is it going to make it to Tim? No. Okay.
Nope.
All right. We're going to spin again. Spin again, Jimmy. Spin again.
Yep.
Lackey boy, you need to email Marty at it's whiskeynose21 at
gmail.com.
Send him your address. I just put it in the chat for you, Lackey boy.
Oh shit!
Stop, Jimmy. Are you shitting?
It's gonna pass me again. It's gonna pass me.
It's gonna pass.
It's gonna go to Ed.
Oh, Ed. Maybe Robert. Maybe Charles E.
Robert. Robert.
Good.
Perfect.
Robert's my homeboy down in Austin. I'm going to see him this weekend. We're camping out.
You'll send me his address.
You got it. I'll get it to you, Toby.
Perfect.
Robert's my homeboy. Congratulations, Robert. All right, next up, guys, this is number 4, which is the Holiday Toasts. This is Lucky 7. People love this bottle, by the way. Like
I've got it. It's good. It's a double oaked, actually, if you look at it.
It is a double.
You have this year's Marty, or do you have previous?
I've got one like from 21.
Oh,
This
shit.
is the 118.
I've got a 24, and then
people
come
love
on,
that bottle.
Jimmy. Oh shit, I'm out. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I've got a long shot here now.
In here. Richie Z, maybe barbecue.
Keep going, keep
Jimmy,
going.
you got a shot, my friend.
Keep
Toby's
going.
got a shot.
Keep going.
Is it going to make it to Jeremy though? Ooh, it's so close.
Oh shit. Good. Congratulations, Jeremy.
Hey, boy, Jeremy.
Jeremy. Congratulations, Jeremy wins the Lucky 7. That's a great holiday Christmas pour.
That's a great giveaway, buddy.
Yeah. All right, this is the banger sample pack, the only bangers right here. Only bangers. That's all this is. Only banger sample pack for me. It's 12 samples. They're going to be blinded. You're not going to know what they are. I'm going to put them in little envelopes like I did on the Advent calendar. I just don't have another tree to send you. So it'll be like an Advent for 12 days. The only thing I ask is you got to call me and tell me like what you like, or text me or something. Let me know.
Toby.
Nope. Patrick.
It's going to get to Ed.
Oh, shit. It's going to click over to Ed again. That's okay.
That's all right.
Glad he's winning.
That's a good man right there.
I'm glad I'm getting to send him to Ed. He's a big donator tonight. Thank you, Ed. So you guys get me his address, please, if you don't mind. I know you'll probably have it. All right. Now, last drawing of the night. This is our member. This is for the members tonight. This is a $50 Aged and Nor gift card. This is the last giveaway of the night. And this is everybody that's YouTube members. I've got Alan, Andrew, Henry. That is also an Andrew H. Text, Tim B, Steve Paul, Andy K, Mark S, Dennis S, Bradley Booper, Top Jimmy, Matthew B, Matt Cochran, Harold D, Kevin B. That's Eric, Candace, Coat, Warren. That's Andy. That's Jeremy D, Dave. That's Dave V, Tracy S, Rick, Isaac, Robert, Barbecue Ed, Tank, Gerald, Steve Paul, Eric, and the Rye Guy. You're on there, buddy. Rye Guy, you were very last. I'm not on there.
I'm not a member.
Yep. Let me see. Are you a member, Marty?
Maybe you are. No, but I should be. But go ahead. I'll do it later. Let it rip. Let it rip.
Rye Guy, you are on there, buddy. You are on there. You're the very last one. I added you on there, right? Did I miss anybody before I shuffle? Before I shuffle and spin. I'm going to shuffle 7 times for good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I missed you, let me know. I'm going to give you half a second here. I like this, heroes.
Rip it.
All right. We're going to spin her, boys. Good luck to all our members. Thank you guys for being members of our YouTube channel. We're so grateful. We're just a small little channel that doesn't really know what the hell we're doing, but we are enjoying it. We're having fun. And excited to give away this gift card for the Aged and Or. If you don't have a travel little pack thing, get one of those, or put it towards the kind of carry pack where you can carry your bottles.
Mark.
Does that be Mark? That's gonna be Mark. Mark. Good. Congratulations, my friend. Mark, email me your address at email us at hackandmaxshow@gmail.com, hackandmaxshow@gmail.com, and that is how we'll get you your gift card, and we'll send it to you. It'll be a digital gift card. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. Congrats to Mark. Much love, y'all. Guys, man, we had a good giveaway night tonight, right?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. All right, so just a few reminders, guys. Like Marty, if you didn't, Legends of the Oak, we're doing some cool picks over there. Whiskey,
yeah, guys, go sub, hit the bell. It's not going to wear you out with notifications when we do a pick. We'll give you several days in advance, and like I said, everybody will have a shot at the bottles. We're not weird about that, we'll figure out a way to get them to you, even if they're in the store. Me and Toby and the guys will figure it out. So, but yeah, guys, go over and sub. That's the only way we can kind of keep up with it. So thank you, Hack, for talking about that.
Thank you guys for jumping on me tonight and helping me get through this. Just
Yeah, man.
quick reminder, guys. This is kind of like the top best whiskey gifts. We got the personalized whiskey tasting book. We had the Age Nor travel kit. We had the blind holders, the Nimbot. Love the Nimbot. The hand cut crystal. But also Toby had some great glassware as well. The 3D printed stuff is awesome. And then the other stuff is kind of dumb. But honestly, those are your whiskey gifts. Don't buy crappy gifts for people. But also, whiskey should be fun. I had a lot of fun out with you boys. And appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all have a really great Christmas season. And we'll see y'all next week when my boy Mac will be back from Japan. And I bet we hear all about that. I'm excited to see like what he got into. So join us next week, next Sunday, every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Whiskey should be fun. Much love. Thank you again, Toby. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate you, boys. Good night, y'all.
Cheers, guys.
So for all the people that came here tonight,
Yeah, cheers.
everybody in the room,
Yeah, cheers.
hey, this YouTube thing has been fun, but
Yeah.
it's way more fun hanging out with
Yeah,
you.
cheers,
And
y'all.
we appreciate everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn, that's good.
Oh, the rye is so good.
Damn, that's good.
Oh,
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
one more
y'all.
pour. Have
More
one
pour,
more
y'all.
pour
Have
with
one more
somebody
pour.
you love, because you never know when it's that last pour.
That's true, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Buddy.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop up.